Keep streaming.
I mean, you are the tallest one here.
So mute the mics.
It's a good.
Hey, we're the Bastards, and you're listening to Look What the Cat Dragged In on Chaotic Radio.
hey, I was an hour and a half the other way.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
I just had something to say real
Poor
quick.
ref.
Yeah, something to say. And Koff and I have been talking about this the whole
So
time.
real quick, before you say
With
what
the-
you're gonna say, so on the Power Jams page, so we gotta tell the rules first, El Toro. So
I don't play by them.
we decided, and you gotta tell him, you gotta tell Ref the rules. So we decided that because we have a bunch of ding dong dudes in here, that we were going to play a drinking game while we have the show. So girls, anytime the word WFTA or WFTDA is said during the conversation, you have to take a drink. And anytime MRDA or MRDA is said, then the boys have to take a drink. So
I have an unfair advantage. I don't have a beer right now.
well, we got to
can
get
get you a
you.
beer. We
Can
can
you just
get you
go
a
get
beer.
the whole box or something? I mean,
yeah, we should probably
say,
just bring the box.
Yeah, where's that at?
It's in the fridge right there.
It might be empty.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, so we've started drinking a little earlier.
I've been here about
Hey, Rachel,
30 minutes.
real quick. I want to get the live stream up here on the screen so that I can talk to the peoples.
Okay, so what you are going to do is you're going to find the Chrome button.
All right, this sounds difficult.
Let me go in there
Yeah,
and help you out
You
with
come and
that.
take care of this. While we do that, I want to let everybody know. Hey, so apparently there's a tradition now. So last week, Rat Pack brought me in a bottle of Gentleman Jack, which was I finished it within like the following day.
Oh.
So
Damn.
so we took care of that bottle real quick. But Coffin brought me in a DVD. This is how I roll. Story of men who want to hit like girls. I appreciate this, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and watch it. It's not. I mean, Rat Pack kind of raised the bar with the bottle of whiskey, but yeah, I mean, I'll take it. You
That'll-
want to tell me about it?
That'll give you a really good understanding of how men's derby evolved from a women's sport, basically. So it's I think you'll really enjoy it.
Who's the producer of the video?
No idea. Actually, so New York Stock Exchange, I believe,
Yeah,
are the
nice.
folks that put it together. As far as the actual producer, I
Well, I mean,
Can't
what
really
team
credit them.
does
Yeah,
this have to
Stock
go with or whatever?
Exchange.
Okay, cool. And they're out of New York,
yeah,
obviously, right?
yep.
So in just a couple of minutes, we're gonna have Quadzilla on the phone. Unless you've been living under a rock, I don't know how much of an introduction I can really give this guy. He's right now he's out at the East Coast Derby Extravaganza. So we'll be able to get a little insight on how that's going. If you're familiar with quad, he has competed at an international level in roller derby, inline skating, national level for jam skating. He is one of the developers for Antic skate boots, Heartless wheels, gumball toe stops, not to mention that he choreographed most of the skating in the movie Enchanted. So those are just to name a few of his accomplishments, and Rachel will get him on the phone here in just a couple of minutes. So real quick, the boys that I have in here in studio, you guys are from Drive By, right?
Yeah, Drive By City Rollers out in LA.
Oh, shoot, I gotta mute that.
Was that me?
No,
Oh, good.
I gotta mute this. I don't know what the hell
It's
I'm
okay.
doing.
Little
Coffee, you
delay.
didn't
So
screw anything
it's a
up.
delay in case
Wasn't my fault that time.
No,
we have to edit her, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
on this
just
radio
make
show.
sure everything's muted over there.
it said it was muted.
I know, that's what I thought I saw too.
So I just turned it all down. Hey, look, there's the peoples. I'm not hearing anything. Better now. Yay. Hi, Troublemaker. There we go. Looks like we got... Oh, there's Chuck Yay, Mr. Nito. He is a faithful watcher.
Mr. Chuck Gay, what up?
Yeah.
What's going on,
I love
Chuck?
that guy. So you guys are with Drive By, right? So while we get Quad set up and on the phone here for just a second, and El Toro takes his selfie.
Yeah, we got to finish that up.
Yeah, we'll talk
Let me take a
about
selfie first.
where do you guys skate out of?
We skate in LA. We practice in Gardena at Angel City Derby's warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So how affiliated with ACDG are you guys?
we're pretty good. We have a good relationship with them.
You're not. It's not like a league thing. Like you guys aren't a separate team of ACDG. You are two separate.
Yeah, we are
entities
two
from-
separate
okay.
entities. Yeah.
Two different entities.
Do you? So you guys had a game or a tournament just last weekend?
Yes, we went to Lebanon, Missouri. We participated in Midwest Derby Fest. It was a double elimination style tournament, and we came in third, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's not bad, right? How many teams were there?
6, right? 5 or 6, I think.
I think.
Five
Five,
teams.
okay.
There were supposed to be 6, but one dropped out, just like right before the tournament happened.
So to come in third, that's not too shabby.
Yeah, we definitely came in as the underdog and underrated. There were so many brackets that we saw that only had us, playing the 2 games minimum, but
Right.
we turned those brackets upside down.
Yeah. No,
Mid-
well, congratulations. Yeah, I saw one of your teammates, Creepy Taco. He was up there with his, he had taken a picture with his 3rd place, and I was like, "Yay, guys!" I was super excited for you guys. I was
Yeah,
like, "That's pretty cool shit."
The guys that put that on did a really good job making sure that the teams that were there were very well matched.
Yeah.
So we did
Well-
come in as an underdog, but we won a couple of games.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that you see at tournaments sometimes, like smaller tournaments or whatever. Like you'll put, and the way brackets go, typically you put like the lowest ranking team with the highest ranking team, just so
Right.
when it gets down to, the last game or whatever, it's evenly matched teams. So sometimes you have that lower level team just get knocked out right away, and it's like, okay, well, that was fun. I'll see see you guys later with that one.
We gave everyone a run for their money.
Oh, yeah,
without a
totally.
doubt.
So, Rachel, are we still working on quad over there?
Yeah, we've actually got Quad on the line.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's bring him. Hey, look, I turned up the phone this time, so I know
Hey,
what
Mo,
I'm
she's
doing.
keeping us live while you're on.
Mo.
Yeah.
Hey, Quad. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Not too much. How's the ECDX going out there?
It's going pretty good so far. It's kind of a light day. They start a little late, and they do some like B team bouts, and then they have like a couple of sanctioned bouts tonight. The big day is tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook that you had a little bit of a rough start. You had left your knee pads at the hotel.
Yeah, well, I was moving some boxes around so that I could put the booth together. So I took my luggage out that had my clothes and everything else. My knee pads, well, all my pads were inside my luggage as I got off the plane. So I didn't even think about it. I just took it and dumped it in the room so I could haul these boxes down to the venue.
Yeah.
And then I ran off to practice with the Penn Jersey team and got there and was like, damn it.
So
Where's my pads?
so
So
was
all I
that
had was skates, a helmet, and a mouth guard.
was that just a practice? That wasn't actually a game for it.
No, it was that was just a practice that they have down in Philly
Okay. Yeah, I was
with
like,
with the hooligans and.
so we have some of your friends in here, and
What's going on?
I wouldn't call them my friends.
Wait a second.
Whoa,
Wait a
whoa.
second. Quad, this is
We're
not fair.
associates.
I was gonna say,
Oh, wow.
Quad helped us out a lot last year on the Empire Skate team, so
Yeah.
I'm
know.
eternally grateful for that. By the way,
yeah.
Quad, that 50 I gave you earlier to say I was a friend. I want it back. That's
Dang it,
crazy.
dude! You weren't supposed to tell anybody about that.
So I take it you know a few of these gentlemen that I have here in studio. Right?
Yeah, I know all these gentlemen. Yeah, I wouldn't call them
We use
gentle.
that term.
Oh, I was going to say, I
I
wouldn't
was
call
gonna
him
say,
a
yeah.
gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We use that term very loosely right now, right?
Right?
Hey, Quad, there's one benefit of being here, and I'm just going to say this.
there's a lot of
Yep.
beer.
Yeah,
And I
a
know
lot
you
of
don't
beer.
drink, but still.
I bring in beer for
Yeah,
the
the
for
beverages
guests,
are
so
flowing.
We'll see how this goes.
Well-
And my next question, I wasn't sure if that was an actual game that you were playing when you forgot your pads, or if
No.
So that was just a practice, so you didn't have to worry about missing
Right.
out on one of the games.
Right.
Just to let some of the listeners know that maybe don't know quite as much about you as these gentlemen here in studio do. Can you let the listeners know what your current home team is?
My current home team is Bridgetown Menace out of Portland, Oregon.
So give them a little shout out and say hi to that team out there.
What's up, Bridgetown? Shout out to my new teammates. We're planning on doing big things this year.
How long have you been with that team?
Let's see. It is now June, so roughly 2 months
Okay, because you were with Outcast, right?
for 10 years.
Yeah. Amy's on over at Empire Skates wanted me to ask you what was the reason for you leaving Outcast?
We had a difference of opinion on the way that things should be handled within the league with players and other types of things. So stuff that, I won't necessarily get into, but, I saw it a better fit to go somewhere else than to try and beat my head against the wall. And that's what happened.
It just sounds like normal derby. I mean, and I mean, you guys being derby dudes, I'll change it around a little bit, but I'd equate teams to, for me, like boyfriends. Maybe it works out for a couple of months. Maybe it works out for a couple of years. But, not everybody's going to fit, and the personalities don't always mesh together. And with the change of the sport, things happen.
You're always going to find some things here or there. And then, some people switch teams for, they might be chasing a ring and they want to win a championship, or they don't want to have this kind of structure, that kind of structure. And, mine was strictly based on, I was with the team. I was one of the co-founders of the team and been there for 10 years. So, it wasn't more like a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It doesn't work out. It's just, a difference of opinion and a difference of focus. And so, I had my words and I was like, all right, cool. Well,
yeah. And it was
that's how you guys like to have it. And I like to have it like this. And so, now I'm skating and it's stress-free and I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about handling problems or dealing with anything. And
so you're just skating over. You're just you don't have to worry about being a co-founder or any of the business that goes along with any of that, right?
I don't have to worry about nothing except kicking ass and skating.
Right.
And that's all we ask.
That's how we do it.
That that is such a luxury.
Hey, we've got
It is. And I never realized it until till I left. So
Right.
we've got an ex-player out of Drive-By that is now playing for Portland.
Oh, okay.
Menace.
Defensive destroyer.
Yeah, defensive destroyer.
Kyle.
So,
double D.
Yep.
Yeah, double D.
Yeah, I missed that guy. That guy
Hey, let me
is
tell you
so
something.
agile.
That guy is the most agile big man.
He was part of our 1,000-pound wall, man.
Yeah, dude.
I miss him.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But no, I just
He's a
want to
good
say,
dude.
I want to say something on that. It's interesting that there's all this derby drama, but at the end of the day, we all just want to skate, and I think we lose that, in this politic crap.
Yeah.
And, so I commend you on that move. It's all good. Like, no one should have an issue with anybody moving anywhere, because if you just want to skate at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
I have a
dude.
problem that Quad didn't move to L.A.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
bullshit.
what's that about,
Quad.
bro?
Well, and so
Well,
I do need to say this, Quad. When I first started putting out that you were going to be on the show, I had girls, like, all of a sudden my phone started lighting up. They thought you were going to be here in studio, and they were trying to, like, come hang out here in studio. And I had to, like, let them know that you were not going to be here in studio.
There's still a huge ass line outside, though.
Yeah,
You're
we're
missing out.
Yeah,
We're so disappointed because they're not here for us.
We walked in, Quad, and they just gave this big oh. I mean, it was literally the biggest ego deflator for all of us.
That's a
And,
big
yeah.
deflate.
It sucked, bro.
yeah, right. The world famous Toro. Are you kidding me? What?
I pulled up all late, and then the crowd just started going home, bro.
Riverside's finest. Are you kidding me?
Wait, no. You just got to categorize this as IE.
Oh, that's right. That's right. IE. Yeah.
So
Aye.
all joking aside, real quick, I do want to kind of ask you, and I talked to you, I think it was a couple of weeks ago or so, and one of the main questions, a lot of girls who have not played co-ed or played derby with men, a lot of them want to ask, what is the difference in between men's derby and women's derby? So you were a coach over at Ole for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I coached at Ole before. I coached Rat City. I've helped coach, Rainier and, Dockyard and lots of teams, from, all over. So
when I first asked you that question when we were on the phone, the first thing you said, we play the same rules as you do.
right.
So other than that, what are like the big differences that you see in between MRDA and women's derby?
I think the way it's repped a lot of the ways is they let the guys play a little harder just because they're just, inherently just that way that, guys just tend to like bang a little more. It's more mano-a-mano kind of deal. It's, how hard can you hit me? How hard can I hit you? And still be buddies, and everybody thinks it's like so violent, but it's just, that's how guys play. And you'll watch in the reffing, if you watch one thing in MRDA and you're like, wow, and then you watch the same thing happen in W, and all of a sudden there's a penalty and there's a penalty and there's a penalty, like, really quick. But with the guys, there's a gauge that those refs use, and it doesn't matter where you go or what the level of refs are. For the most part, when they ref an MRDA game, they ref it slightly different than they do a WFTDA game.
Hey, Quad.
And there's
let me just say something, bro. Every time you say the acronyms of this, we have to take a drink in studio.
Just say MRDA and WFTDA as much as you can, bro.
So we're
No,
playing a drinking game. We're gonna halt for just a second here. So we're playing a drinking game here in studio. So I'm being very careful
Quad,
with my
please.
words, because every time you use the men's roller derby acronym, see, I did.
Yep.
I was nice.
Yes, nice.
you.
That's good.
So when you use the men's roller derby acronym, the boys have to take a drink. When you use the women's
WFTA.
roller,
Wait, this is
Okay.
not a timeout.
so if I say MRDA and WFTA,
Fuck.
Yes,
WFTA,
exactly.
then
yeah, and
Okay.
you just
Then I'll
literally
say
said
no.
it like 15 times.
And we've all had
Well,
like
because I
15
try to-
sips.
Yeah,
because I
I'm
try
out
to
of beer.
be proper here. I'm supposed to be an ambassador to the sport. So I need
Men's
to
And
Roller
you
speak
Derby
in a proper
absolutely
Association.
way.
are. So if you just say
Right,
women's roller derby and MRDA, then we'll be perfectly fine.
Please do not use acronyms in this show.
You got to say it as much as you
Okay.
can, man. I showed up later than everybody else. I got to catch up.
Yeah, he's over
Oh,
here
okay,
catching up.
gotcha.
But yeah, so
MRDA. That was for
Ladies and gentlemen, Quadzilla.
was pretty good,
yeah,
Tara.
so with the men's roller derby, like you were saying, when we were talking, I was telling you that when I watched the difference in between, it's like a bunch of just like all the dudes just kind of wrecking into each other, just kind of bashing on each other. And the women's roller
Right.
derby seems a little more elegant. It seems a lot more, maybe not so much El Toro as
Graceful.
I'm getting the shit eye over here.
yeah.
There's
Right,
a lot of footwork.
there is. Well, you'll see footwork on the guy's side too. You'll see footwork on both sides, but it always looks so different, just because the guys take up so much more space and they're so much bigger.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
across the board. For the most, and not every single person, but typically, it's going to take most of the women for women to take up an entire track, and there'll still be some space.
Right.
With the guys, it's going to be like 3 guys take up the entire track on
Right.
most spots, and then maybe 3.5 or something like that, just to close the entire thing off. So it's going to look like a whole lot more, and we're not moving around as much. But there's big bodies in the way. So
Yeah, we just got a little
you
bit
see
more
somebody
size.
just for instance, you'll see a dude like double XL or double D, defensive destroyer,
Yep.
and those guys take up 2 lanes
Yeah.
all by themselves.
Coffin
Right.
Naylor over here.
Yeah, well, hey, we saw that from Oklahoma though.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Just this last weekend. I mean, those are some big dudes.
Big dudes.
Right.
They say
right.
corn
So-
fed. Yeah.
Out from
mean,
the
yeah,
Midwest.
corn
Yeah.
fed.
And so,
Good skaters.
yeah, when you're watching the ladies go through, when you're watching the women go through, there's, they have a little more space to work with,
Right.
Even though with the whole triangle and pyramids and cubes and diamonds and everything else, but,
Octagons.
they do have to finesse it to a certain degree,
Right.
Triangles.
Well,
where
like,
the guys are just trying to like smash through everything. But now the guys have they've caught up to the game. Before it was, the women played with more grace and
More
well, not
finesse.
necessarily grace, but they played with more
Control.
They played more finesse. They played more strategic, and they're very calculating. Whereas the guys are just let's kill them all and let God sort them out kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And-
speed when it comes to
Yes.
men's roller derby,
Right,
and
and-
the speed
yeah.
just causes chaos, and some teams thrive on it, some teams don't.
Right. Well, and one thing
Right.
I will say, you guys, one of your teammates, Hapa, is he's also the coach for
LA
for
Renegades.
LA Renegades.
Yeah.
And the one thing I noticed about those girls was that it was almost like they play like a men's team. They just come through and just start bashing
we are
shit.
huge fans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
totally.
Yeah, those girls, 4 of those girls on that team were my old teammates. So so knowing their previous skating style, and then them coming in to the LA Renegades team,
Yeah.
and just see them just start bashing shit. I was like, Wow, what just happened?
Yeah, and it's,
So
They're great
Well-
WFTA players.
yeah.
too.
Yeah, they are.
WFTA.
yeah, it's
Thank
great
you
what
very
they're
much.
trying to
with
do.
the Renegades though, you don't have any rules.
Yeah,
Right,
it's true
right.
that.
Well,
But
the thing-
they're playing both rules.
Well, with the Renegade team, they are playing the women's rule set.
The WFTA rules.
The whip
Right.
rules.
Whip
that-
rules.
That's
Hold on.
twice.
You're
Hey, I
being
mean, you said it
recorded
yourself,
here.
practically.
I was seriously
Drunky, you're
trying
being
to get away
recorded,
from-
and you're like cheating now.
We're getting drunky, really drunk.
Yeah, yeah. The LA
Wait,
Renegades.
they're using the WFTDA.
So
rule
they have
set?
they have
They
two
are.
they
Yeah.
have two teams. They have a Renegade team and they have a WFTA team.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
keep in mind,
I'm
they're
just
really
throwing that out
good.
there.
So I think
They're
the
really
one
good.
thing, like,
Yeah,
I
they're
want
a really good team, yeah.
I want to say something is like, when there is a difference between men's derby and women's roller derby. Obviously, with the size and like Quad was saying.
Women are in way better shape.
But there's one common
Yeah.
denominator, and that's derby essentially is just controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Right. And so I remember when I first started, it was like diving all over. Stop kicking me, drunkie.
We're playing footsie. On
This
here.
is not with the rules. There you go. Boom. Anyways, it's not like you're throwing your body all over the place. I know I did that, coming from football background and whatnot. Although I'm not as good at
Right.
football as Quad because you got chose for a commercial
Yeah, I
recently.
auditioned for that
Yeah, I was
commercial.
gonna
I
say,
wasn't
And,
gonna
and let me
bring
tell you
that up.
something. I know. Well, I'm leading
still a
into
little
that
hurt by
because this text message I got, you would not believe it. And Quad, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a lighter shade of brown. It's all good. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anyways, no.
Yeah.
So controlled chaos, and I think contact is big within MRDA and WFTA rules. And it's okay as
Right.
long as you're controlling
I'm
it.
gonna
You know
run
what I
out
mean?
of beer, man.
And,
Right.
and I like to hit. So Quad,
yeah, I mean,
when
that's,
I'm all healed up on this injury, I'm coming for
Oh,
you,
is that
baby.
your excuse? Is it
Quad.
injury?
Quad.
Hey,
Toro's
Hey.
Toro's practicing his radio voice.
I know. I'm just playing.
hey, you know what, Toro? The only thing stopping you is fear and common sense.
Hey, baby. Let me tell you
Oh,
something.
Grizz was right on
He's
that
right.
one,
He's right about that. He's right because of the famous Quad. But let me tell you something. Bring a lunch and a ladder, baby, because it's going to be a long day.
Yeah, a long day. Hey,
Wait. Are you referring to something that
So
we need to
let's-
bring into this ring?
It's
Real
gonna
quick,
be a long day.
Hey, real quick, I had a question. There was a conversation that me and Quad had in regards to the co-derby. So when the men are playing against the women, and it's something that I've seen a couple of times where if I'm playing against a lower level skater, I will take it a little easier on them because I know that I know I could just knock the shit out of them, right? So
Right.
with you, when you play against women, do you have to restrict yourself a little bit when you go up against one of the skaters?
See, that's the thing though. When we're playing co-ed derby at places like Thanksgiving,
Quad, do you have the
Absolutely.
camera up? Do you have the camera up, Quad? Can you see the live
Do I have
feed?
the camera?
Yeah, do you see the live feed
No.
going right now?
Oh, you're not
I
on the
don't.
YouTube.
No, I
Well,
don't have my
think-
computer.
I think because I'm not that politically correct, when we're talking about co-ed, Coffin over here is wearing a really interesting shirt.
It says I love hitting bitches.
Yeah.
So I bet that means you live here.
But I don't
Toro.
think because I don't think co-ed, I guess by WFTA rules, right? Oh, drunkie.
Oh, damn it! I'm out of beer too.
it's okay. You
yeah,
just
but
said
that's not
WFTA.
wait, that's not the acronym.
I know it's not, but it's just the way she says it, so it's fine.
I say woofda.
Oh, okay.
We just had this conversation about there's a bunch of different dialects. So
Woofda-da.
there's woofda, there's wifta, there's woofda.
Right, but if you say WFTDA,
There it is.
There it is again.
I've got, like,
She's out.
4
She's
drinks.
out.
that's
Of,
your drink. That's
Dude.
your drink one, right?
Yeah.
she's out of T24. Wait, well, there's
This is
another
my third
24.
one. I pre-opened them
Wow.
because it sounds horrible on mic.
So, okay, so,
Hey, you know what I
back
want
to your back to your question.
Go ahead.
So back to your question
Yes.
about taking it easy
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Going
I
easier?
want to know. So my thing, like the very first time I went up against, I've only played one co-ed game. It was like a co-ed scrimmage. I was a
Yeah.
little nervous on the sense of like this big dude is gonna come after me. So I just made sure to give myself to just do positional blocking and kind of stay out of his way. With you,
Right.
when you're going up against the girls, obviously they're gonna go up against you. They know what the fuck they're dealing with. So, do you take it easy on these girls? Do you,
yes.
not in a sense
Yeah.
to take it easy, but do you limit your hitting on these girls?
I don't go at them as hard or as as physical as I would with the guys that I typically play with. And that's not all the time, but for the most part. And a lot of times you'll get a lot of them like, well, don't go easy on us because we're a woman. That's sexist.
Right.
Yep.
It's like, no, it's not sexist. It's being one polite. Well, we can take it, and how are we going to know what we can take if you don't hit us all the way?
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I've broken legs and arms on guys that are twice your size with twice your skating ability, and now you want me to come full on and just smash you the same way I would smash them?
Yeah.
Because if I do that, then all of a sudden you get ran into a table or to a wall and you get injured, and all of a sudden Quadzilla's the asshole.
Right. Right.
So I play them physical, and I play them hard, and I play them solid.
Yeah.
And I'll do whatever it takes to keep them in.
Right.
And I'll give them a bump and a check here and there, but you're not going to see me go in the same way if I'm jamming against St. Louis
Right.
or somebody like that. I'm not going to come in there at the same strength and the same speed and velocity as I would with one of those guys.
I agree with
the
you.
second-
It's not always necessary. Now there are some girls, some women that can take that and do expect you to skate that way, and you can go at, but that's not all of them. That's a very low percentage of those people that have the size and ability to take that kind of that kind of punishment.
Right. I want to weigh in on like Quad's exactly right. We play a lot of derby and a lot of co-ed derby, and
I remember I got on the line. There was like an IEDD scrimmage or something like that with you, and I saw you get on the track, and I'm like, nope.
Well, here's the thing: is I don't approach it. I approach it just like Quad, right? So a lot of girls and a lot of coaches, and they say, hey, play at to whatever level they want to play at, right? So I believe in playing hard, and I believe playing positional, and giving some good checks here and there. If you get a girl that's that's like the size of a guy, like a larger guy or something like that, she wants to hit, and we'll hit, but we're not going to go at them. I don't think, like Quad said, the same velocity, because there's been times where dudes have gotten really hurt because of that contact.
My question for Quad is, with you knowing that you maybe take it a little easier on female skaters or whatever, have you? Is there a specific instance where maybe you underestimated a girl, where you kind of took it easy on her and she came in just like
all the time?
Bonnie Thunders.
Right?
Bonnie motherfucking Thunders.
I need a second.
Right.
I need a second
nailed
to
that
go
one.
change my underwear because Bonnie Thunders. Holy fuck! Yeah, she's crazy.
For real.
Yeah.
And even OMG, and we, I've skated against, like my skaters, I got people like, Carmen Get Some and Smarty Pants and, all these people, Jackie Daniels, all my homies that I've been skating with for damn near 10 years or more.
Yeah.
And they're solid, and they will hit you like, none other. They'll just give it to you. But I was doing a scrimmage at Ole, and Bonnie and OMG had come up a few years back, and we're out there scrimmaging, and Bonnie was out there like jamming, and then she was out there blocking, and I'm just like going, oh, okay, I'm just go over here, and she damn near knocked my dick in the dirt, and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, this girl is she's about $105 with a brick in her pocket,
Right.
and she hit like a fucking piece of iron.
Yeah. Yeah, she's.
And then I was like going, oh hell no, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And she was in there, and she was just giving it to me. I was just like, damn, what the hell?
Yeah.
And she was so physically strong, it was scary. I'm like, if she had another 50, 75 pounds on her, man, I'd be broke.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like some of the girls that I go up against, I just do a whole big fat nope. Like I see these girls, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep my ankles today. I don't need any of that business. So like when I go up against the guys, the few times that I've seen it, I'm like, yeah, nope, I'm good. If I'm not even interested in playing against some of these bigger girls, like. I'm not sure if the men in the area that I play, I don't know if they have the same restraint that maybe know, some of these guys have. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this right now. I'm a chicken shit. Fine, I'll say it. I'm a chicken shit.
Yeah, a lot of them, quite a few of them don't. They just want to play and they just want to play, and they don't want anybody to show them up in any way, shape, or form. It's like, nope, this is who I am. This is my name. And everybody knows me as this. So that's how I'm going to play. And I don't care if you're 95 pounds, if you're 50 pounds, or you're 200 pounds. I'm going to play one way.
Yep.
You know, and you can gauge good skaters by, you know, how much control they have. And
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people get on the track and be like, oh my God, we're skating with Quadzilla Intimidated or whatever, and they freak out. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
after
like
they're
3
done,
years
they're like
ago.
going, they were like, hey, thanks a lot for not, you know, like killing us, man. I thought you were just going to just totally destroy us, but, you know, you were cool about it, and, you know, you played us hard, but you didn't try to break us in half.
You're like, I'm
It's
not a
necessary.
dick all the time.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
not all the time.
I want to add
Yeah.
something that's interesting because, like, you know, we talk about hitting, we talk about all this stuff, but it's really about hesitation, right? So as you're playing, no matter who you're playing, whether it's guys or girls in co-ed, you can't really hesitate because that's where you're going to get hurt. And I have a great instance. I didn't get hurt, but I got laid on my ass. And it
By a
was
chick?
by a chick, and she's amazing, and you know,
What's her
she's
name?
tough. Tui Lyons for ACDG.
Yeah.
So we were
Oh,
playing
yeah.
a Flakers game.
Tui's a beast.
Tui's a beast, and I didn't expect her velocity and her impact. And I'm sitting there, okay, I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna play tough, whatever. And next thing I know, I'm sitting on my ass because Tui decided to lay her strong ass hip.
See, if you
I don't
had
know
a-
how else to explain it, but it was hurting for a week after that. A huge bruise on the side of me.
Yeah.
If you had
Yeah.
50
Oh, yeah.
extra pounds, you
Hey,
wouldn't
don't
even
even be
notice it.
talking, you skinny ass, because this guy lost like 40 pounds, and there was no meat on his bones.
That's true. I was,
And he
skin
was
and bones.
hip checking you with a hip bone, not any flesh. There's no
Careful,
flesh.
buddy.
there.
You might break that hip.
Well,
Well,
I-
here's
It's a good
well,
point.
here's one thing that people don't think about too in regards to the women's game is that they have to be more precise
Oh, yeah.
because most of the time they're hitting smaller, quicker little targets.
Yep.
Hell yeah,
So
you're right.
you know they're doing their blocking, they're doing their blocking. If they have to go for a hit, they're trying to line it up just right
Yeah.
in the right spot so they get the maximum amount of you know effectiveness for you know hitting that blocker, hitting that jammer. So they're not just like, oh, okay, I'm going to take a broad swipe and, you know, get this guy out. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I know this guy has to do this, and he's going to do that and do this, so I'm going to aim right here, dead leg, dead hip,
Right.
whatever it is, and then,
Yeah.
you know,
That's exactly
it's
what she
very
got, Sora.
pinpoint and accurate.
So and what I was gonna say is like we have a fresh meat on my team, East Valley. She like you said
Oh,
like you
nice.
said,
Whipped
she is like the tiniest little thing. She's like maybe 100 pounds.
Right.
You cannot give her an inch on the track. She's a fresh meat, but she'll get by every time because you cannot give her an inch. She's the tiniest little thing. And the thing that I noticed when I played the co-ed scrimmage is the guy, he was a little bit bigger of a target. So me being a chicken shit and not wanting to go in for a full hit for that retaliation hit, I was able to positional block a lot easier on him because it was a bigger target. Her, the little fresh meat that I have, I can't positional block on her because she'll just swoop right around me and no problem. Like if I'm gonna take her, I gotta hit her. And that's the thing about women. It's like it's typically a smaller target.
There's no difference with guys, though. I mean, when you talk about
Mikey.
when you talk about killing a jammer, you know, you're a blocker on the line. You're gonna hold that jammer. You're not gonna hit him. You're gonna make him struggle back there. When you've got a big blocker that you're trying to eliminate from the potential of some offense anyway. So if you want to keep him out of the offense, you knock that guy out. You're going to hit him as hard as you can.
Right.
But you're doing it based on the person's physical size. You're playing the game that fits that character on the track.
Right.
So, I mean, girl, guy, it doesn't matter.
No.
You know, I mean, it's just the character on the track. You play that game and you wear that guy out.
You only have so much stamina, right?
Yeah.
And you can just absolutely demoralize someone just by holding him back.
Yeah,
you know?
I've been demoralized plenty of times.
Yeah, happened
Yes.
this weekend.
Yes.
We're talking
Yeah.
about Derby here.
Whoa, wait a
Good point,
second.
good
Whoa,
point,
buddy,
good
where's
point.
your mind at?
We're not talking about that Riverside party.
Oh,
Oh,
I think that's happening after the show, not before.
Well, and that was the other thing when we come to Derby dudes versus WFTDA rules. Hey,
Yeah.
I'll do
You
it
know
to
what,
us.
Drunkie?
I just needed a
Hold
drink.
on a
Hey,
second.
you know what?
I normally don't-
MRDA.
MRDA, right? I don't know how to say this, but Drunkie, you've been a cheating fuck this whole time because every time we've said WFTA, you hesitate, take a drink.
Because I'm in the middle of a sentence.
That's okay. You got to stop. We'll
Hey,
fill
man, this
the
is
gap.
her house. She can do
We'll fill the
whatever
gap.
she wants.
Hey, it's my show.
You get it?
If you wanna come
We're
back.
playing under her rules right now.
So part of it with the men's derby, I notice it is a lot of that hard hitting, the football hits, the big checks, the whatever. With women's derby, it seems a lot more head game.
Yeah.
I personally try to play a lot of head game. Is that something that you?
Are you
So when
talking
you
about
say
head
trash talk,
game
or-
as far as are you talking smart derby or are you talking trash talk?
Both.
Get in their head.
Well, let me,
Both.
yeah,
Let's
no,
keep in mind we won a game that way. I think.
Oh, yeah?
This weekend we had some really athletic players
Yeah.
from Race City, Indianapolis.
Think so,
I mean,
yeah.
you look at these guys; they're 6 feet tall. They're all in great shape, and it's like they're good skaters, really good skaters. And I'm convinced, and this is my own personal opinion, I'm convinced that we beat them because we got under their skin.
Yeah, we were able to get into their heads.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the opposite
and I
is
use
true.
my weight.
Hold on. But the opposite is true too. Quad, you got to listen on this one. But the opposite is true too. We played our second annual West Side Rollout.
Yeah.
And we were calm through the whole tournament. But this one particular bout, this guy tried a karate kick in our back, jamming. We still won.
How do you
So staying
karate
cool,
kick?
calm, and collected with someone karate kicking your back,
How do you
and you
karate
still
kick?
can win.
Yeah, totally.
I missed that game.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that was a
so
fun
with
game
the
to say the
karate
least.
kick, that was like his Hail Mary. I'm
No,
gonna
he was
assume. Like, he
jamming.
was already fucked up in the
Yeah.
head.
So again, yeah,
Well, no,
you've got into his head.
It goes
He's
back to
frustrated.
demoralizing the jammer.
Yeah. Right.
And that's exactly what happened.
Right.
He was so pissed. The only thing he had left was a roundhouse.
Yeah.
That's all he had
Wow.
left.
So and with women's derby, like me, I'm a coach, so I take my skaters' feelings into to consideration as far as the other team even. I don't know what level those skaters are at. If they're like a newer skater or whatever, I'm not trying to like hurt their feelings, and maybe that's a woman's thing. I don't know, but I try to make sure that they're gonna want to come back the next time.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with men's
Yeah.
derby, is that something that you give a fuck about, or
I mean,
Well, for
kind of,
practice.
but I talk a lot of shit on the track
Well, I
sometimes.
think trash talking between, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems a little bit different. You know, like I can go out to quad, and quad can I, so-called friends can be on a track playing, and we talk some shit
Build
to
a
each
lot,
other.
brother.
We
He
talk
did
some
the
shit to
finger
each other,
quotes,
and it's
bro.
game, right? Like it's all good because we know it's within the moment and it's in a game. But there's so many
Yeah.
from coaching women's derby and being in women's derby too, which I think is amazing. It seems like it's taken a little bit further, and it's not on the track versus off the track.
In
so am
men's
I wrong?
derby or women's
no,
derby?
women's derby. I see that.
oh yeah,
the same way.
we're ruthless.
What do they call women's derby again?
WFTA.
Oh, okay.
WFTDA, I think that's what they call it.
Keep going.
Well,
keep
well,
going.
there is
WFTA,
more
WFTA.
than one type of rule set for women's.
That's a
derby,
good point.
too. So you got maid, you got old school, you got
Yeah.
renegades, you got USARs, you got
Wolfga's the only one that
take a
gets drunky to drink, though.
yeah.
What, is that WFTA?
USARs.
Oh, right.
USARs. It's not
Well,
working.
Here's my thing.
to-
Like the most shit talk I do on the track, only because the ref. Here's the thing about women's derby. When men's derby, when you guys shit talk each other, do you go tattle? Do you go tell the refs that like,
No.
hey, this guy's shit
No.
talking?
Hell
with
no.
women's
Because I want to
derby?
lay that son
And
out.
Toro, what is her derby name?
My girlfriend?
Yes, her derby name.
Blaze.
Blaze. So we have, and she could tell me if this is true or not. When you talk too much shit on the track, the other team will go tattle on you.
Oh, yeah.
No, the only reason they go and tell is if you guys are beating them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Good
Exactly.
point.
If they're winning,
Yeah.
if they're winning, they don't care what you're saying.
Coffin can't
You
keep
I
just
have
hit
to
it on
be-
the head right
Gonna
there.
laugh.
I can
I
hear
have to
Quad
be-
now.
They're
He
gonna
just
laugh or
cussed
whatever
at
else.
me. Quad's like, he just cussed at me, head ref. He just cussed at me.
Blaze,
I don't know.
Grab that red chair that's out in the hallway out there, and you could get up here on the girls'
Yeah.
side.
Oh, come on.
Get up in
I'll
this.
get
Get up in this.
I'll get that
So
situated.
Blaze from
When the guy-
Winetown is going to be on the mic.
We've
What up,
been-
We got
Winetown?
Blaze from Winetown.
We've been working this all night.
When the guys trash talk, when the guys trash talk it's just always just like, it's just little jabs here and
yeah.
there. Like, oh, that's all you got? Come on, man, you better hurry up. Oh, you're getting tired. Just whatever. And it's, like I said, it all depends on what position you're at.
Right.
If
I
you're
only see
getting
this
your
thing-
ass beat by
Yeah.
200 points,
Like the most.
you shouldn't be talking trash to anybody.
No,
No,
not at
that's
all.
messed up.
And we've had people do that and like, oh yeah, well, what about this? Oh, come on, Mr. Quadzilla, that's all you got? I'm like going,
Like
you
the
do
most-
realize it's like a minute is a minute left and we're up by 250
But,
points.
Yeah.
but let me see something. Quad thrives off of prey, right?
I
Like
love-
when he
oh,
knows
I
he's
know.
getting to you,
I'm like a shark.
Quad
I
picks it
love
up.
coming after
Don't lie,
somebody.
Quad. You like, hey, what up, Toro? Thought
Yeah.
you got more than that. What's up?
Hey, look
Hey,
at this,
it's like, hey,
Mr.
bro.
Nico.
I heard.
That's the fun part.
I heard.
I love it.
I heard a
That's the fun
lot.
part.
I love it.
I heard a lot about my elbows this last weekend.
Yeah.
So for one game, I had guys on the track from the opposite team telling me how bad
Well,
I was with my elbows.
Well, I don't
So-
know, dude. You're a
so-
big dude. Your elbows are as big as my
I mean,
knees.
yeah,
so-
I think they were mistaking my fat,
on. His
like my
weenus is
back
small.
fat, for my elbows.
So here's my thing.
His
So
weenus is small.
I was involved in a game. I was involved in a game where the other team was winning, and my team was losing, and the coach of the other team had came up and claimed that one of my skaters was smiling too much, and there was like premeditated hits.
Oh,
and
really? This
I'm like,
isn't. Are we
yeah.
playing roller derby or?
Right, the hits were premeditated last fucking week when I was practicing.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
It's completely
Oh, yeah.
intentional.
Wow.
Right,
That
so-
is the funniest thing when someone
and-
says you hit too hard.
Right.
I laugh my ass
You're
off
like,
every
I'm-
time.
I'm
Really?
playing fucking derby, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
San Fernando Valley came from the West Coast.
What
to
the
Midwest
hell
last
is a
year, and they asked me to tone it
premeditated
down.
hit?
Yeah. No, Quad has it. What is a premeditated hit?
We're
Right?
on
What the hell
conspiracy
is a
against you, bro.
premeditated hit?
It's when we whisper in your ear right before the jam
Right.
whistle
Right.
blows.
Hey,
We're
What,
planning
is that-
this.
Hey,
is that
drunkie,
like
I'm
you
gonna
were
lay your
planning
ass
it all
out.
week before the bout.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
the bout, you planned it all week and like
it's gonna
yeah,
hurt this
I can't
bad.
wait till next
Drunkie, I've
week.
been-
We're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about what we're gonna do in the
You're
next
gonna have the
jam
best
before we
bruise
get on
out
the
of
track.
this.
Wait.
Wow.
So I think Quad was saying something, and I couldn't exactly
Sorry,
hear.
guys.
Sorry, Quad. Go ahead.
he's asking what
Yeah,
a premeditated hit is, and that was the thing. Like when I went into the captain, it was an official review, and like the coach went in there and he goes, "Oh, it was a premeditated hit." I looked at him. I'm like, "Oh, I got you, boo. You're just trying to get a timeout for your team. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's all that was."
Let's clarify a premeditated. So you dial up Quad.
Yeah.
Hey, Quad, this is Toro. Guess what? On turn number 3 at 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, you're going to be on your ass. Boom. Premeditated.
Right.
Again,
Well, and
See,
and
but
that
then
was,
now he
that was-
knows.
Toro's working.
And that
his,
was the thing that I
radio
thought
voice.
was interesting
That's
about
awesome.
it was when the other team was winning and they called us on one of my skaters had a premeditated hit. I'm like,
The only thing I could think of is that somebody would say something like that in order to get you either suspended from the next game
Yeah.
or to get
Oh.
some kind of punishment because people have done it like after the whistle.
right. Well,
And so it was after the whistle or something like that. And you're like going, oh, that was misconduct. That was legal procedure.
That was
they
egregious.
planned on doing that. They're trying to take us out.
yeah.
And they're doing it after the whistle constantly. So that right there I could see. But other than that, it's just like,
Yeah.
come on, man. It's like,
Yeah.
If I was ref in that game, I'd be like, "Come on, bro!
No
like
such
all
thing.
hits have to be premeditated. Like, what are you
My
doing?"
hits were premeditated last week.
Yeah. I
Premeditated
thought of this a
the
month
time
ago,
with
bro.
skates on.
I was like,
Yeah,
I'm coming for
right.
you. So I just want to remind all of our listeners, if you have any questions for Quadzilla or any of the other gentlemen that
Or
we
no
have,
names,
not so
by the way.
gentle,
No
not
names
so
to be
gentle.
mentioned except for Quadzilla only. Just remember
the
this.
other gentlemen we have
Very
here
hot.
in studio. We got Ref, we got
Very
El Toro, we
luxurious.
got.
ain't nobody listening to me.
Hey,
Yeah, nobody's listening to us.
yeah, I
either.
mean we're all just listening to each
I'm
other.
pretty
Sweeter
sure
the
there's a big
juice.
puddle of girls outside waiting for you.
they all have signs that say Quadzilla.
Hey,
They
we'll
got the
take one
paint
for you.
with each letter on their stomachs. But they're kind of sad that you left and there's only one L, so it's kind of weird.
Hey, Mo. We got this for you. Don't worry about it.
So if you would like to
all
call in and talk to one of these gentlemen, it is 909-360-8330.
Yeah.
We got Quadzilla on the phone. Here in studio, we have Raphael, we got El Toro, we got Coffin Nailer, and joining us is...
Blaze.
Oh, let me turn that up. Hold on, I messed
wait.
that up.
Yeah, she's on 5.
Yeah, she's
There
on.
we go.
Blaze. See,
Oh,
I didn't
there
have
we
to
got
do
her.
that.
We got her.
Yeah, welcome, Blaze.
Hey.
There's a whole lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
There's equal amount of estrogen
But
compared to
I don't,
testosterone.
I don't like it though.
I
How
don't
come we're
count.
separated?
Hello?
I
Is that
don't
what
count.
you're
I'm in a
saying?
booth.
It doesn't matter, but you have a mic.
We can feel you.
I
Oh.
don't like this
So
segregation.
here's-
We should
here's
mix it up a little bit.
doesn't want you to feel her.
Wait a second, Coffin.
No,
So-
Is there something you gotta tell
we
us?
can censor whatever.
Wait a second, Don. Can you please
No
call
censor.
in right now?
This is
Whoa.
Yeah.
internet
Casey.
radio, so we don't have to be censored, right?
No, no
Okay, so
censorship.
we are not going to censor you.
So
Fuck.
I need to. I've just come up with another thing that is the difference between men's roller derby and
WFTDA?
women's roller derby.
They don't drink as much beer.
No,
That's
WFTDA.
not true.
the
WFTDA.
Good point.
the women are so fucking polite of each other.
What?
They
Oh,
don't talk.
That's bullshit.
They don't talk over each other when in studio.
No, that's some bullshit right
Yeah,
now. Because
I
you
mean-
told us. Hold on. Let me just recap this. Hey, you guys. Let me tell you something. This is Drunky speaking. I talk a lot.
He doesn't like
And
to
so when I'm talking and you have to say
Aaron
something,
talks a
just
lot.
interrupt me. It's okay.
Or sorry, Toro.
just throw it out there,
Toro.
bro.
El Toro.
Hey, Drunky.
El Toro.
Hey guys, this is the El Toro show.
Welcome back.
He has taken over.
It's Friday night.
Hey, man, I'm just quoting. That's all I was doing.
I did say.
Thank you. Thank
Give
you.
me some content.
Sorry, Quad, we're eating
I
up
didn't
your
say
time.
for the three of you to like.
Did you say not to interrupt you or to interrupt you
I
during
said not
conversation?
to interrupt each other.
Don't interrupt.
No,
Don't
that was
interrupt
not
me.
mentioned.
Don't
Whiffed up.
interrupt me.
Yeah,
Whiffed
it's
up.
gotta go. It's gotta go in. It's gotta go in an order. It's
Yeah.
like once she stops talking, then the next guy jumps
on
in.
one
Once
second.
she stops talking, then the next guy jumps in.
So what happens when she never shuts
She
the
never
fuck
stops up.
I
Yeah,
don't.
she-
See, Quad gets it.
That-
He's
see,
not even here,
Coffin?
bro.
Yeah.
Raph?
Dude,
You
you're
don't
in
shut
the
the
room
fuck
with
up
us.
either.
No, because we
We
have
can feel you,
to
brother.
compliment each other by not doing that.
It's just the studio dicks in here tonight.
Oh yeah.
This is awesome.
literally, studio dick.
Quad,
we've got a
cannot
big
say.
old we've got a big old studio sausage fest up in here.
Yeah, Quad cannot
That's
say
why
he's
the
had
lady-
more fun than this ever.
Yeah.
Drunky, just get the
Not
finger.
even on the Seattle
Hey,
Seahawks
you know
football commercial.
We're gonna turn him down just
Yo,
a
I
little
had
bit
lots
so
of fun
his
on
chick
that.
could actually
you on
talk.
that.
Said Drunky,
Quad,
just
I
get the
think
finger.
We're getting
Oh,
shut
get
down.
the finger.
I know,
You
right?
got the power. No, that shit scared the crap out of me.
That's a finger.
Dude, if you guys could see this, I don't think there's a single camera on it, but there's a electronic middle finger.
Oh yeah,
That-
hold it up.
It
Yeah,
literally
pull it out.
Pull it out.
Junkie,
Pull it out.
scared of
Junkie,
it.
let's see
Junkie.
it.
It scared
Drunky,
the
pull it out.
crap out of
Drunky.
me.
It literally yells random crap at you and flips you off. It is
Okay, turn it on.
fantastic.
That's
Fold it
awesome.
down. Put the microphone next to it. Go.
We are all gonna own one of these.
So
Why don't
so
they
No,
all
to
get
get-
ready?
you know what?
What?
You should just use it as your interrupter
Exactly,
for Drunky.
that's
So
what I was
Yeah.
when Drunky's talking, you just
Yes.
hit the button, and then she automatically knows she's
We
got
need
to
control.
No, no,
There,
no,
it's
no,
in
no,
the
no,
side
no.
of the
We
corner.
need control of this.
it's on sound, so it's whenever somebody's talking, it's talking as much as El Toro does.
Nice.
I
But
think it
nobody
should
can
be,
talk as much as Drunky talks.
I
That's
think,
fine.
Yeah, I think it should be the
Oh.
El Toro interrupter.
Yeah.
I
like that.
That's
Hell
the host
yeah.
tool.
Hell yeah.
We need more
We
from the
just put his
producer.
name on it right now. This is
So
the
we-
The
only show.
Toro interrupter.
We need
Nice.
to remind everybody that this show is powered by Empire Skates.
Ooh, ooh.
It's not your shirt.
Other shirt.
Damn
Other
it.
shirt.
Wrong
Other
shirt.
shirt.
Oh, wait,
Other
hold on,
shirt.
hold on.
Other
She's gonna pull
shirt.
out. Here we go, here we go. He hits bitches.
Take
and
it off.
Take it off.
Take them both
Take
off.
it
Empire Skates.
No, we do need
Put
to
it on.
We
Put
need
it on.
I need to remind everybody that Power Jams Talk Derby Radio is powered by Empire Skates. You can visit them at 226 North 2nd Street in Upland, California, 91786. I've had a few beers. Or you can give them a call at 294-6396. Or you could visit them at empireskates.com. Make sure to use the Power Jams 10 to receive your 10% discount. Quadzilla, I have to say, this has been super awesome. If you want to stay on the phone with us for a couple more minutes, we're going to go take a break here in a couple of minutes, or you could tell us all to fuck off. I don't know.
We're trying to talk everybody into the WFTDA.
WFTDA.
And every time we say WFTDA,
WFTDA.
we,
WFTDA?
remove,
There you go.
we remove
MRDA?
article of clothing,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Oh yeah, we're doing that now.
See, I got a second one now. There's 3 girls, 3 boys.
Done.
We got Rachel. We got Blaze.
I want to ask Quad a question.
And
Yeah.
I'm not taking off any
Oh.
clothes.
No, we're
Oh,
not
no,
either.
no. I mean, trust me, we're only going to torture you with this.
Quad, this
is
is
terrible.
a very, very serious question, and I'm sure that a lot of people are interested in hearing this answer that you're going to have to come up with, and that is at RollerCon.
It's way too many words.
It is a lot of words, but it's
Stalling.
it's unfortunately,
At RollerCon.
Yeah,
At
all right, let's go.
RollerCon.
Sorry.
do you actually wax before you put on your thong?
Hold on.
I mean, I'm really curious, bro, because
Hey, Mo, I'm going to
Okay,
send you.
well-
I know there's some hair going on
hold
there,
on.
and it doesn't appear.
So let me clarify.
I've seen
First
it
of
at the
all-
Riverside party, by the way, so don't lie.
First of all, I wasn't wearing a thong. So
Are you,
It's
sir?
called a bikini.
Yeah,
I'm
thong's
sorry.
not-
I'm sorry, chaps or whatever the hell you want to call
Yeah,
it.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they were like chappy.
It's
and
gotta go with the
secondly, no, I don't manscape like that. I don't do any waxing of anything.
You
I'm
leave
g-
that up to El Toro.
You know
right?
what?
I'm going to send you
Hey,
a picture of
hold on.
Aaron or El Toro's arms.
Don't pull
Oh,
it out.
hold on.
Please don't.
This is good.
What are you
No.
doing?
Oh, I'm just kidding. No,
So-
but you know what? True.
He's going to
If
show
you
his
could-
legs.
If
He
you could beat
waxes
my
past
first
the knee.
show of 220 views.
Dude, El Toro's got hair all over the place. That dude had
That's
5
damn
o'clock
straight.
shadow when he was 3.
That's damn straight.
That's why
Damn
his name's
straight.
El Toro. He's
But
just
that's
a
why
hairy
I shave
beast.
my arms to compensate for the rest.
Yeah. Aaron's got the cleanest shaved arms. El Toro's got the cleanest shaved arms you've ever seen.
That's right. You have to do it. You have to do it.
Yeah,
But you know what?
I
I'm
don't
going to
do
call
no waxing.
bullshit on Quad not waxing or shaving
That
because I've
ass
seen
was
him
as
at the
smooth as
Riverside
eggs
party,
last
and
I
I
think he's
know,
right.
I think he's jealous, Mo.
and I know there's a little bird nest. I know.
Oh, Lord.
Bird nest where? I got some taco meat on my chest. That's about it.
I was talking about the 2 cheeks back there. I know there's some. I know there's
Oh
some
no,
bird nest.
those
going
things ain't
You
hairy.
are,
No,
like,
I
you are really
no, those
in
things are
tune.
not hairy. I'm sorry, dude.
You are
Hey,
really.
you know what? Go.
Hey,
Hey,
Quad.
if you want proof, go look at the Hit Squad TV thing or the Magic
yeah.
Mike Chippendales bout
Oh,
on
yeah.
YouTube, and you'll see.
Does it have a zoom
Just
feature?
how
feature?
smooth that shit was.
Hey, we're real good with
It was
Friends with
really
Lloyd,
smooth.
too. We'll get the unedited
Hey,
version.
all I'm
Here's
saying is
my
that I was
thing.
camera for that game, and I
Bring
got
it
a
on.
great look
Ain't
at
no
it all
waxing
game.
going
I
on
know-
there, dude.
right?
No waxing.
Yeah.
Quad.
He made sure and did like a whole like freaking deadlift pose right by the out of bounds
El
line. Like,
Toro
yeah.
is very in tune with
Right.
Quadzilla's body.
Oh, that's true. It's a good point. It
Yes.
look, it's a little
Because
awkward.
they're good
Yeah,
quote on
it's
What do you gotta
love it.
say?
Yeah.
friends.
What do you guys say?
We are required to take a break here at this point, so we're going to take a break real quick. We got some commercials coming up. Remember, go to Empire Skates, EmpireSkateShop.com. Use Power Jams 10 to get your 10% discount. This is Power Jams Talk Derby Radio on Chaotic Radio. We're going to take a break.
Mama, don't you leave me This is Greg Hetson, Circle Jerks, Bad Religion, Punk Rock Karaoke, etc. And you're listening to Look What the Cat Dragged In on chaoticradio.com.
It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. Well, it's the J to the E, double R-Y Miller, like genuine draft. I'm even cold filtered, 6 foot plus, with no more dreads. Still putting heads to bed, all the way from LA. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. Well, I'm 6 foot plus, with no more dreads. Still putting heads to bed, all the way from LA to Club Med. Hookers call me daddy, cause I drive a big caddy. I smoke a big fatty. Then afterwards, giving up praises to the Most High. Jah Rastafari, Selassie, no, I'm West Side. Tough like a lumberjack, I never smoke crack. Bonafide fact, yo, word to the black. The verse that I'm dispersing requires no rehearsing. When I get sick, doctor with the nurses, especially the ones with the real short skirts. Putting in work like a Muslim. Assalamu alaikum, peace to the 5% nation. Mix me down, now me say mix me down. Mix me down until me touch the ground. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby.
You see, my friends, it seems like we know everybody every single week. We always at the after party, packing our peaks. Them girls love to move their bodies, friends on my street. I'm only rolling with the hotties. Wise man said, things are always bad before they're good. I never understood, but still a knock on wood, man. Gravy with that one end. We live our life the way that we like. Surf all day and we party all night. A simple sign of sun in the early morning. Come on, everyone, let's get the gravy party going. Pull out your gun and load it up with herbal for me. I am the one, and it's time to get your body going. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Night's not done, let's go back to it's all night's not done, let's go back to it's all night's not done, let's go back to it's all night's not done, let's go back to it's all gravy, baby.
I am the man at the microphone stand. Tractor me lyric, world #1 band. See, I love the track and I can strut my stuff. And in my Levi's I wear them 1-inch cuffs.
Living like a hurricane, my neighbors see that we're insane. I got a house right on the beach, my life is so damn sweet. The biscuits, my best friend, my dog, and the tall cans. Yo, have a good night, let's take it back inside.
It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby.
Yeah,
it's all gravy, baby.
Ooh, come on, it's all gravy, baby. On everything, it's all gravy, baby. On everything, it's all gravy, baby. Oh, everywhere, it's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby.
It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby.
$100 million souls are joined together. All up for something better. But hearing the just ask the question, what is all this worth? Cause the answers have all lost their meaning. They got us all believing we really have a future. And who will get there first? Knock down, stumble and you fall. Stay down, find some use for it all. No way, walk before you crawl. Where will you fall? So many hopeless lives have been forgotten. Defeated once too often. Just hoping to find resolution. revolution. Held down by a greater force. In the search we find no solutions. A dream of revolution. Like the fun, we're part of the problem. So tell me what is worth. Knock down, stumble and you fall. Stay down, find some use for it all. No way, walk before you crawl. When will you fall? When will you fall? When will you fall? Knock down, stumble and you fall. Stay down, find some use for it all. No way, walk before you crawl. Knock down, stumble and you fall. Stay down, find some use for it all. No way, walk before you crawl. Knock down, stay down. Knock down, stay down. When will you fall? When will you fall? When will you fall? When will you fall?
Welcome back to Chaotic Radio. We are doing Power Jams. What's up, Carrie?
What's up? Yeah, we came back from break. I had to take a minute there real quick to... we're going to have Quad back on the phone, right?
Yes, I'm going to get him back on the phone, and I have to remember to call you Drunky. What
Yeah,
the fuck
I'm
is wrong
drunky.
with me?
I'm drunky. I'm
I
always
don't know.
drunky.
What did you call her?
Did we carry it out?
Nobody.
I see what you did there.
Dun, dun, dun.
She didn't call me nothing.
Was it
She didn't
beef
call me-
chili?
Yep, beef chili.
Called her
Wifta?
farty. She farts on people on the track.
Yeah, we were talking about...
Wifta? You called it twice.
It's a defensive maneuver.
That's my maneuver. I crop us that track all the time.
That's disgusting. So that's what I want to know:
Welcome
is
to
how
the
many
conversation.
women out there eat something in particular that makes them
Right. Let's
on the track.
ask about that.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that we were talking about, kind of head game stuff. So that's one of the things, whether you do like a crop dust or you talk some stuff.
Really bad
Strategy.
smelling pads.
I almost spit my beer out in the microphone.
So we got
Blaze.
We got Blaze over here, and she plays. You play for Winetown, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So do any of your? You don't have to say names, but do you know any of the girls that have maybe?
Have you ever had this experience?
Not at Winetown. Winetown is a bunch of classy ladies. They don't
Yeah.
do stuff like
Okay,
that.
so where
We're
do
just,
where
we're
do-
just
where do you
thinking
have
of
this
your
experience then?
competitors,
Where did
yeah,
you have
your
this experience?
opponents.
My
Is it
opponents
classy
do
ladies
this?
or classy bitches? Like, what is appropriate for Derby? Because I mean, I feel like there's all these different languages that they
Hey.
preach.
It just
out there.
depends
We
on
gotta
which
keep
team
it
you're
PC
on,
now.
I think.
Okay.
It really depends on which team you're on.
All
Like
right.
my team, we're a bunch of classy bitches.
All right,
That's
see,
what we
see,
are.
so classy ladies at Winetown.
So then,
All right.
Coffin Eller could come over and hit us because he loves to hit bitches.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And then they're all going to hit him back.
And he's
Yeah.
sponsored by Empire Skates.
He is
I mean,
sponsored
that's kind of
by Empire
interesting.
Skates.
And speaking of Quadzilla, we've got him back on the
Oh,
line.
All right.
We
What
got
up,
Quad back on the
Quad?
phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Quadzilla's back on the phone.
We need you here.
Really good intro.
We're just gonna have you do commercials
We're
for
making
us all day.
That's fine.
Totally making stuff up as we
We
go
got
along.
Quad back on the
It's
phone,
great.
right? Quad, you there?
Yep.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
here.
I need to say. He's like, "Fuck, I'm still here." Thank you. You know
For
what?
5 minutes.
Like when we talked, I was like, "Oh, we're only
Fuck
gonna be on
you,
the
Ringo.
phone for like 10, 15 minutes. Like we'll get you going." And you're like, "I'm just gonna sit through the whole show. I have nothing better to do. I'm here on the East
No,
Coast."
yeah. Well, I was gonna go skate, but it's all good now.
Well, don't. I mean,
Hey man, you
I
gotta
would
go
like
skate.
to keep you on the
gotta skate.
phone, but I'm not gonna keep you from.
No,
skating.
it's like 11. It's like 11:15 here, so it's all good.
It's early,
Goddamn.
bro.
That's it.
Although Quad does go to bed like at 10 p.m.
No,
Riverside party, 9 p.m.
I have to say, let me show you my phone.
Well, I need to talk to you guys. I need to ask you. So fundraising. So this was something that I've been talking to. I've been talking to Coffin Neller about. So women's roller derby. We have this this capability of doing fundraising where we can do car washes. We can do. We go to a bar and serve beer or whatever it is that we can come. I mean, calendars, whatever it is. We could come
Right.
up with all these interesting things as far as fundraising. Men's roller derby does not have the spotlight that women's roller derby does.
Yep.
How is it that the men? What do the men do in MRDA?
Whoa.
Wait a
that,
second.
It's funny you actually mentioned calendars though, because Drive-By was actually planning to do one, but we
Yeah.
kind of figured that every month is just going to be Flash Ketchum because he's the sexiest on our team.
That's a good point.
Maybe like 1 or 2 months of Tricky Ricardo, but it's just going to be all
resent
Flash.
that.
Toro and I came up with the idea that we would mow people's lawns.
I'll
You know,
mow your
we-
lawn, bro.
Is there a pun intended with that?
I mean, it's
I'm mow your
Because I'm
very
lawn
kind of
strange.
all
confused right
day.
now.
But when we talk about men's sponsorships, it seems
Yeah.
like the folks that would help us out would require some sort of service
Well, here's the question for
And-
the audience: would they really pay
to have us mow their lawn.
If you want to
mow
come
their
mow my
lawn,
lawn,
Whoa.
or be in thongs like Quadzilla at RollerCon,
See, but here's
washing
the thing,
cars
though.
or something?
Yeah,
I
dude,
think they
it's
would
like-
pay us extra
You know,
not to be in
you know
thongs.
what though? I get one time a year where I'm skating in some scantily clad, and that
Strangely,
just follows me for the
And
whole
then-
rest
hey,
of the year.
Yeah, you just can't
Hold on,
live
you've
it.
been
down.
doing
You
it
do
for like
one
10
thing
years,
one
bro.
time.
strangely, we all love it.
What's that?
everybody loves it. The men's roller derby, the women's roller derby. We all love it when you're scantily clad.
We're all big fans.
That's right.
So my question going back though, how do men's so when WFTDA
Oh,
me take my drink.
there we go.
Nice.
when
You could just say you just could say
WFTDA
women's
Oh my
derby,
gosh,
yeah.
you're making it worse.
I know. When
You
our
could just say women's derby because then you
I
encompass
know, but
all of the rule
guys-
sets.
these guys called me a pussy when I wasn't taking drinks because I was in the middle of a fucking sentence.
And now she can't spell
Whiffed
it.
up.
For the record,
Wasn't
it wasn't
saying
these
nothing.
guys; it was El Toro.
I'll take it all. I don't care.
So when women's roller derby first started, we made sure that we used what we had to our advantage. We were using the fishnets, the booty shorts, the tiny skirts, the whatever to get the asses in the seat, and then also all of the.
You mean sex sells.
Yes,
That's
Pretty
right.
much.
Yes.
That's why you
So
get.
we were
yeah.
using that. So we were getting asses in the seat, and then any of the fundraisers that we were needing to do, we used that to our advantage. How does men's roller derby raise funds if you don't necessarily have that
What are you trying to say?
aspect of it?
You get Quadzilla to skate
we-
an entire game in assless Spanx. That's what you do.
Or you clean
Right.
pools and mows lawns.
Yeah.
To honestly answer that
Yeah.
question, it's funny. Like with men's derby, maybe Quad can confirm this, but they're like, "Hey, we need $100 for this stuff, or whatever, or $20 for this stuff." Guys just pull out the cash. And like, okay, we don't want to fundraise. Here's 20.
We're gonna fund it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with
Quad.
with the tournament
Right.
that you guys just went to, you guys had to pay for your tickets and whatever to go out there out of your pocket, right?
Yeah.
And you see Renegade right now; they have like the shots and the
Yeah, they
you
have
know-
so many cool parties.
Right, they have all the cool parties in order to make sure that they have other people paying for their way up to Oregon
Right.
to go play Rose City.
Yeah.
How does men's
Right.
roller derby raise these funds?
We
Well,
have a job.
from my side, the things that we've done is, we've talked about doing the calendar things. We make merch. We sell T-shirts.
Yep.
We, a big thing back when I was on the Outcast, the thing that we did was we ran the beer gardens for all the leagues that would have bouts at the Rat's Nest. So
nice.
we would put up the beer garden. We would go out. We would buy all the cases of beer. And then we would keep the beer money for that because they got to keep all the merch money and the 50-50 raffle and the ticket money and all the food money that they did. So we were like, hey, we'll come and run the beer garden for you guys,
That's actually
and
a
we'll
really good
take
idea.
75%. We'll give you guys 25%, and it's to help us because we know you guys have 1,000 people in your league, and we have 40
Right.
or 30 or whatever it is. And so that's how we would do that stuff. But usually T-shirts, merch, hats and stuff like that is what we would do. And then we do like a 50-50 raffle. But the beer gardens are a big thing. And, every now and then we'd have another little fundraiser type deal. Like, hey, we're going to do lunch with the Outcasts, or we're going to do like a community skate or something like that where, there's just small little things that
Yeah, merch.
typically it's like, well, you got to come out of your pocket. You want to go somewhere, you got to pay for it. Start saving up.
Right.
I'm convinced that beer is the difference between having spectators and not having
Absolutely.
spectators.
Cue beer song now.
Absolutely. No. So, and here's my thing with if you, when I would go to the doll factory or whatever, that was a big thing. I wanted to know that there was a chick going to be rolling by with the tall can so I can buy some beer, right?
Nice.
The facility that I skate at, it's a city-owned facility. We're not allowed to sell beer there.
Right.
And that's one of the things where when I go to watch an event, is there beer?
Yeah.
If there's not beer, I'm typically not there.
I'm going to look for another event.
I'm usually out in the parking lot, probably pre-gaming or tailgating or whatever. And Blaze could say this with Winetown. You guys don't have that opportunity as far as vendors.
We can't sell anything. Tickets, food, beer for sure.
One of the things that Rap City used to do is they have like a little snack counter there at the bout.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they would go out and they would buy Little Caesars pizzas. You know, you get like 2 of them for like $6, and they would sell a slice for $2 or $3.
Yeah.
You know, a slice.
Right.
When you can get like a whole two
Pizza
piece,
for
two pie,
$5.
two
For
pizzas
$6.
for $6, for $5, right?
Well,
so they would use that, and they would buy them by the box loads, and people would eat that stuff up like crazy. And you're making so much money on just, you know, you sell 2 slices, you paid for
the
2
pizza
pizzas.
itself.
And it's probably a donation.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
the
we
problem
can do
with
donation. We
with
cannot
Winetown.
sell anything.
I know with Winetown, you're not allowed to sell food unless
We're
you
not.
have the food handler's card or you do all that.
Right.
And that's the same with my team. We had to have an actual vendor come out. Like we had Jersey Mike's come out, and they had to have the food handler's card and so it had to be very, there had to be that red tape that we had to jump through.
Yeah, it'd
So
be very
with-
official.
So with your guys' team, when you have a game coming up next week, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, you're not allowed to have spectators there, right?
Oh no, I think we're allowed to have spectators, right?
We just can't really like sell tickets. Like
You're not really allowed to promote?
you can't really
Donations are
advertise.
okay.
Show up at the door, donations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any public venue, you got
What's the-
donations.
Right.
There's a website for that too.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
If you all want to come, Sydney Smash is actually at a sibling rivalry right now in St. Louis, and they're from Australia. And to get back home, it's just easier for them to fly out from the West Coast. So they're going to be playing drive-by on Friday night. I believe they're playing the Aftershocks the night before on Thursday.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you guys want to come out to the bout, just check out our Facebook page, send us a message, and we'll give you all the details.
Yeah. Because you guys aren't really allowed to advertise it, though, right?
Well, it's just it has to do with the venue.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be more of a show up for the game.
Yeah.
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 I don't know how better to explain it.
But needless to say,
Yeah.
guys fundraising seems to be completely different.
It's
than
absolutely.
Yeah.
girls,
Absolutely.
girls
It is,
derby
but
and
it's
WFTDA.
hard. Yeah, it's hard for guys though to do fundraising because there's so many other things out there that people are willing to we'll give you some money for this or that. Like you're always trying to do it for the women's kind of movement thing because it's always been looked at as the women's sport. So all the money's going towards them to support the girls in the sport that the women at the sport that the women have built up and all this other kind of stuff. And everybody comes out to see their games. They don't always come out to see the guys. So even if we did do fundraising, there's not a lot of people that are going to be wanting to buy stuff. It's like, okay, some guys are playing.
With the
All right, cool, we're out.
With the MRDA, do you guys kind of piggyback off of the WFTDA games?
I would think so. Like in my opinion.
Yeah, there's sometimes where like we have double headers with other local leagues, and we'll set something up where like you guys take this percentage of the door, you guys take this percentage of the door, or like
right.
Some teams, it's like we're gonna play at your venue, so like if we can have like an appearance fee or something like that, there's small little things.
Our big go-to is doing it with juniors.
Oh, nice.
So we always do a doubleheader with juniors because juniors bring tons of people because juniors bring their parents, and then the grandparents got to come see their grandkids play, and then the aunts and uncles have to come and see them play, and then they got to bring their cousins or their nieces and nephews. So they bring 5 times as many people to come see a junior play than they will see us play or somebody else. So we do a doubleheader with them. We're getting in a hand over fist.
Yep. It's either like juniors bouts or like freshie expo bouts. You know what I mean? You get those freshie expo bouts
Yeah.
and you get those first time skaters. So all their families are going to see them come when they're playing their first game
Right.
ever. But you know, it's like we get all these people for the freshie expo bouts, but for the sanctioned games, there's like 20 people there, and then the other teams that are playing.
Right.
You know,
So
yeah,
with men's-
another little trick too is if you have like merch shirts. So let's say like you have your classic shirt that you always sell, like the
Sell it in different color.
drive-by city rollers or something like that. Yeah, do a different color or different design.
Yep.
You know, and every three or 4 months, do a different one. Because they are, I already got the standard one. Then they see a new one, like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's a new shirt. You can pick it up. Oh, sweet. And they grab that one. Then you come out with another one.
Well, and that goes with the like at RollerCon, how you do the shirt swaps.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a thing for you guys to start shirt swapping with people.
That'll make us a lot of money.
We could G-string swap with
Quad.
I mean,
no.
you're going out on a limb here, but we're just not as sexy as the one.
Yeah, and I think we're setting the bar a lot higher for
Hey, you
Quad
speak for
this year.
yourself.
Quad, your ass doesn't look
Yeah,
that
we-
good.
I don't know about you, Tora,
really
but if I
need-
lost at least 40 pounds, I'd look just like Quad.
40 pounds. Where the fuck would you be, right?
He would be like Flash.
Well,
Yeah.
He's
you
like,
would be flat, bro. I don't think
Is that an Asian joke? I don't appreciate that.
Tokyo would say you're jungle. Okay, let's just put it that
I
way.
am jungle. I'm very jungle. It's fine.
Okay, so this has gone downhill really fast.
Really fast.
and this is why we waited a couple of shows before we had the boys on.
That's fine.
So my next question I
offended
had was the girls
everybody
in
in
the
LA.
MRDA. Having the girls play the MRDA because
Oh.
WFTA.
WFTA,
There it is.
WFTDA, and WFTA.
Fuck you. He's
She
just
has
throwing
a
it.
sentence to finish, bro.
So good.
You don't wait on Drunkie.
Thank God you clarified that.
So having the girls in the MRDA, the difference where the girls playing in
the women.
men's derby, the women
Women.
playing in
The women.
women playing in the men's derby, there isn't that rule. You guys don't have that rule where WFTDA has that set standard.
Yep.
There's that set standard.
You know you're about to start a shitstorm, right?
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm here
Do
for.
you smell that? It's I think a dumpster's on fire down the
So
street.
let's start with Quad. Let's start with Quad. Quad, go.
Dumpster fire.
Derby hell is erupting right now.
I have no idea.
we're gonna base every answer.
Was
off
that
quads.
parlay?
You like how I only have 30 minutes left and I'm all, so shitstorm start
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah. So what's your question about it?
So my question is, as far as men playing in, or WFTA rules is you have to be female to play. In MRDA, it's pretty
that's
much.
not absolutely correct.
You have to identify.
No, that's not correct.
Well, we all know what we're talking about here.
What are we actually talking
Right.
about? Can it be clear?
The what we're talking about is the women that are playing in the MRDA because of the way the rule is written
Right.
and not how it's interpreted
Right.
is causing quite a stir, and so it's basically allowed cis women to come and play in the MRDA when that's not what the rule was actually meant for.
Right, and there
So
was
that's-
there was a conversation that I saw online. Some people were
Yep.
using the word loophole or whatever the
Yeah.
whatever
Oh,
the deal was.
I said loophole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, with WFTA rules, with WFTDA rules, and that's two for me. I get that. Let me finish my sentence.
Yeah.
So WFTDA rules is if you identify as a woman and your hormones equal that of a cis woman, then you can play WFTA rules. With MRDA, you can be whoever, right?
Right.
They really
So-
go as deep as saying.
Yes,
hormone
they do.
level?
Really?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Actually, no. Actually, you should go and read the WFTA rule set because it just says if you feel that WFTA is a place for you, then you are allowed to skate here because there are people who are skating in WFTA that are that don't identify as a gender or they're gender neutral or gender fluid or something like that.
Right.
There's a bunch of different things.
Right. But with
And
MRDA,
they're-
it's
they're allowed
pretty
to
much
skate.
just if you want to play.
the MRDA, the rule was written specifically for those that are transitioning, and it was set in a way that says, we're not going to question your gender.
And that's where the word loophole was coming in. That people were using it as a loophole.
And so the cis women that joined up with the team says, "Oh, well, I can just go and play because they're not going to question me and whatever. So they're just gonna they're gonna let me play."
Right.
And they're not going to ask me because it's in the rules. And who wants to be that asshole that goes, "Hey, are you transitioning? Are you female? Are you male? Or what's going on?"
Right.
And then have to come down on somebody, be like going, "You can't play with us because you're this."
Well,
because if I come out and go, "You're a female, you can't play with us." Oh, are you discriminating against me now?
Right.
Your rule says this and says that, and so that's where the big loophole thing is. And I kind of put it the same as when we started playing derby, and people used to knock you out of bounds. The rule says you have to come in behind the person that hit you out of bounds. Correct.
Correct.
Well, people started running backwards to make it further away from where you started.
Hence,
that was never the intent of the rule.
Absolutely.
But it's turned into that, and nobody's come back and said, "You can't do that."
Right. Well, and that was
because
the thing.
People have used it so much; they've used it so much to their advantage that it's changed the entire game.
Yes.
So it's almost kind of the same thing. They're like, "Oh, this is not how it was intended," but because we wrote it this way. And technically they're right, but technically they're wrong. But we're not going to come down here and enforce it. So it's part to do with MRDA not enforcing it, and the other part with, we don't want to be the total assholes and do what they've done to us. Basically saying discriminate against us because we're guys, we can't play with the women, so we're not going to do the same thing to them.
Well, and I don't think it's necessarily that you guys are being an asshole. I mean, the rule was written with a certain intent, and then you have certain people come in and they want to use it as a loophole or whatever. And I remember maybe it was about a year ago, maybe 9 months ago or something like that. There was this big thing about the first woman playing MRDA, and It was like she was at one of the top levels, and everybody was really applauding her for the sense of, she's a girl playing with MRDA, right? And I
think it was probably Armored Rose down at Bridgetown.
Right. And my thing was is when I was watching it, I was slightly confused in the sense of why is this a thing? In the sense of if we had a derby dude playing with women's roller derby, I mean, there's been plenty of women who have transitioned from male to female that have been playing roller derby, and they weren't spotlighted. Right. But you have this one girl who goes and plays MRDA, which is 3 for you boys. I've been counting. So playing that, she was highlighted as the first woman playing, and why was that such a big accomplishment for her?
I don't know if it was necessarily an accomplishment. Yeah. I think it was just that somebody actually did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was the first.
That's it.
Right.
Step up.
She was the first one to break the rule. She was the first one to find the loophole, right?
Well, I think she was the first one to be recognized.
Right. And it wasn't so much that she found it as a loophole, and it's not because some people are looking at it as, oh, you're purposely, abusing the rule. And some people didn't read it that way. They read it in a whole other way. They're like going, oh, okay, well, they're saying that I can play because of this or that. And so they just go and play. Or they're tired of playing with the people they were playing with before, and so they go and play or practice with the guys. I mean, we've had girls or women that practice with us for years and years and years, and they would always say, man, I wish I could play with the men. Carmen Getsum is a prime example. Carmen Getsum I've known from day one, coached her, played with her, traveled around the planet with her, and she's an awesome skater. And she loves playing with the men. And I remember before this whole thing happened, she was like, God, I wish I could play with the guys because they play the type of game that I play. She plays really physical. She's really competitive. And she oftentimes gets told to tone it down because she's too aggressive.
Well, and I don't want to take anything away from that video that I'm talking about. I don't want to take anything away from that female that was playing with the MRDA. in the sense that that's one for you guys. In the sense that you could take your happy ass to the refrigerator and go get yourself some beer over there.
I think we're out.
So, like I said, I don't want to take anything away from her because she is playing a tough game. The game that I watched her play, that was a tough game. You know, I could not hang. I know that. But I'm playing devil's advocate here in the sense of like El Toro couldn't come in and say, hey, you know what? Today I identify as a woman and I would like to play WFTDA rules. And then all of a sudden, you know, the very next day he's like, nah, just kidding. You know?
And I want to just add something like, you know, we're talking about this heated topic, right? And everybody's going to have some different opinions about it. But the person that we're talking about, and I think she should deserve recognition, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know if we want to say that or not. But you know,
I think she does. I think for the fact that she's going up against the dudes. And these
Crow is amazing, if you ask me. I've skated against Crow for a while now, and I think Crow is an amazing skater.
Yeah,
she's
absolutely.
She has amazing ability, and it's not to say that girls that want to play, or women, let's say women that want to play men's derby don't have an amazing skill set, because you know, there's a lot of men out there that can't skate that well, and they play men's derby, and these girls would skate circles around them.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And see, that's the thing, though. You know, it's like gender doesn't really like make
Well,
what
that
you
was,
do on
and that
track,
wasn't the
you know what I
case.
mean?
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't that people said, no, we don't want women playing.
Yeah.
It was never the case of we don't want to play co-ed or we don't want to play open derby. We don't want to have women on our team. That was never the case. The case was that, you know, people were taking advantage of a situation that was built and designed and put in place for certain people. And those people now are just kind of like, oh, it almost feels like they're being slighted a little bit. Kind of like, the only reason I get to play is because you guys let women play.
Right. And
not that there's a place for me to actually go because I'm in transition.
And that makes a lot of sense, and that's absolutely true. The buzz that I actually heard, in addition to what Quad was saying, was, you know, guys were complaining, not just about Crow, but just in general about the rule and girls coming and women coming to play in the men's derby, was that they felt like they had to hold back. This goes back to the whole conversation about like co-ed and things like that and what they have to do. And in my interpretation, and the way I feel is co-ed's a whole different monster than if they're coming to play men's derby. If they're coming to play men's derby, I'm going to treat them as if they're playing as a man, or if they are a
player
man.
on the track.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to co-ed derby, you know, it's like there's always that rule. It's like, don't be a douchebag. You know, like hit somebody as hard as you think they can take it. You know what I mean?
Is that a fair rule in men's roller derby? Don't be a douchebag. I grew up a tomboy. So I grew up in the sense of, if you're gonna go and like pick a fight with a dude and you're gonna hit like a dude, be prepared to get hit back like a dude. So when you go to play co-ed, or you have girls who want to go play MRDA,
It's different.
Does it seem fair that you guys have to hold back?
We don't hold back.
That's
MRDA is all out.
Yeah.
MRDA is all back.
The thing is, when you're playing co-ed derby, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always good to be competitive, but co-ed derby is more for fun. You know what I mean? When it comes to, you know, MRDA sanctioned games, you are there to do one thing, and it's to win. And you're going to be as competitive as you can, and you're going to see everyone on that track, and you're going to look at them all the same.
Do you ever feel bad hitting a girl with as much might as you have?
I have not done it.
I mean, if she's playing in an MRDA sanctioned game, I think that she has what it takes to skate with everyone else on the track.
Right.
So why would I hold
Drunky?
back?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Drunky, you can. I got 2 points. One is, you know, about the, you know, would you hit her the same as you would hit another guy or whatever. If you go and talk to Crow, and you can, you know, call her up or whatever, message her and find out, she played against us at Wild West Showdown against me and the Bridgetown boys.
Right.
And she got the business all game.
Yeah, she's
nonstop.
a badass bitch. I ain't taking nothing away from her. Yeah.
But she was getting the business, and she was looking at us like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, you guys are going crazy, you know, hitting on me. And, you know, it was just full out. It wasn't like, you know, this is playtime. It wasn't like this is co-ed and we're just doing a scrimmage or a fun time. It was like, these are grown-ass men taking out all their frustrations and their skating abilities and all their practices on shutting you down as a jammer. Right. And they're going to hit you as hard as they possibly can. And most of the guys will tell you, if there's a jammer there and that jammer's not getting out, we're beating the crap out of you, because next time you come in, you're going to be beat down, you're going to be tired, or if you happen to get out, you ain't going to want to come back through there.
Right.
But Quad, let me ask you a question though. You know what I mean? So you're saying you guys had her all game, but what if it was, a man that was jamming? You would do exactly the same thing, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's no difference.
What I was saying was that we played her, like full on, like nonstop for the game. We didn't, she got out, she scored, she did her thing. Crow is a beast.
Yeah, she is.
And if anybody ever like going, she's not that good, bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. They're lying.
She earned her spot on that team.
Yeah, she did. Well, and it's not like you guys are targeting her or anything.
But the other part.
Well, and that's why I was wanting to say I'm not trying to take nothing away from her.
No.
I thought it was interesting with the video how it came out. It was super promoted in the sense of like the first woman playing MRDA and like she was making history.
Yeah. Well,
and this and
that's
this.
the thing is she wasn't the first woman.
Yeah, there was quite a few people.
I played team. Let's see, Team Massachusetts.
Well, I think it was at a national level. Is really what it was played.
Well,
at.
maybe in the top 10, but I know Armored played like a year or maybe 2 years ago with Bridgetown with the B team.
Yeah. And
came up and played up in Seattle.
Yeah, Massachusetts too. 2015 State Wars.
Yeah.
There's a girl on that team.
Yeah.
So Mass Mouse.
But the other part I wanted to say was, you were talking about, the women playing with the men, and I think part of that kick or something that kicked the whole thing off was the incident that happened with Chuck Taylor and the teams down over on the East Coast in Florida or wherever they were playing in that tournament, where the woman who played on the other MRDA team, and I can't remember what team it was, but filed a sexual assault claim against Chuck Taylor.
Oh yeah,
because
we're gonna sway away from that.
Yeah, no,
that's
I'm
a
saying,
dumpster
well,
fire. That's so far away.
Because of some words that were said.
And that was a conversation that had been brought up.
That's where the whole dumpster fire started.
Yeah,
right.
You're right.
There was and I don't think it was the conversation that I had with you personally, Quad. It was a conversation that I had with some girls from they're going to be on the next show in regards to and we talked about this. We have the girls. There was a couple of girls that one wrote a blog in regards to her situation over at Bad. And then someone wrote a retort to that.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna have
a different story. Right there.
I'm gonna have those two girls. I'm gonna have those two girls on the show next week. I'm gonna have them both on the phone at the same time so they could actually discuss with each other. But that was a conversation that was brought up about the men's roller derby, having the girls come in. It was like
that's where
you guys the boys were set down and said like, hey, it was right off the get. If any inappropriate things are said or anything, you'll immediately be removed from that tournament. And this was a conversation that I had was like with women's roller derby with the WFTDA. I have empty beers. With the WFTDA, you have to. I don't think that conversation has to come up. Why is that conversation necessary to come up with MRDA?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I have no idea. But that's what kind of sparked the whole thing off, because they were saying, well, there's women playing in a men's organization, and there hasn't been any. You've never heard of any claim of guys saying sexual harassment by another guy in the MRDA because of he said something like, oh, there'll be plenty of time for that at the after party.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, and women with women's roller derby, we say things, and Blaze could maybe talk to me about this in the sense, women, I grab more boobs in one bout than
but you're saying, now what you're getting into is that's the issue there, because guys will tell dick jokes all the time. Guys will play nut tap all the time. They'll do all this other stuff.
We
They'll
had
say all
that
this
just
other
at the
stuff,
beginning
just
of the
being crap.
show.
You know, and right.
But
then all of a sudden, yeah, you insert, you know, a woman into that environment, and all of a sudden, you guys are on the line, and you've been jostling for position, and you hit the guy's butt with your butt.
Well, now
and you said there'll be plenty of time for that.
I do have to give the disclaimer in the sense that I don't know the absolute story. I don't know the
Okay.
situation with any of it. So
Right.
I'm not trying to take away from whatever that situation was whatsoever.
Got it. Got it.
Because I don't have that information. But I do know, as far as myself, if I was going up against guys and I'm an unfiltered person, I will tell dick jokes. I will tell
And lots of
inappropriate
them are.
jokes. Right. And
Right.
most of them are. I will tell
All
the
the time.
inappropriate jokes all the time. But like I said, I do not know that situation that happened. But when
Right.
I played the co-ed team and I went up against Creepy Taco, I knew that I was going to positional block the entire time.
Right.
He could have taken it as a situation, and that's where we get in that gray field where can you joke with this girl? Can you not joke with this guy? It makes it almost makes it uncomfortable, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm a little hesitant to play co-derby.
But let's go back
Right,
to
but that's-
the thing of men's
yeah.
derby, Quad. In talking about, you know, women going to play men's derby, the fact is, this is just a simple fact. Do we accept them into MRDA? Everybody take a drink.
We're all
Yes,
empty.
Come on,
we
bro,
would
we
accept
only
them
want
into
a beer.
MRDA if they are meeting the rule, not finding the loophole. But we're not going to treat them any differently. Now, if we're talking about co-ed, you know, the no douchebag rule, because I think that's really the only rule that separates men's derby, women's
From
derby,
co-ed
things like
derby,
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So they're going to have to accept our environment, just as if I said, hey, I see myself as a woman and I'm transitioning, I'm going to have to accept their environment.
Right.
Most
And if they
definitely.
talk about vaginas all day long and what they do or their boobs or whatever, I'm
Right.
going to have to accept that, just
Right.
like as if they come over here and I talk about penises and, you know,
Right.
whatever, you know.
Well, and this was
Nut
a topic
taps.
that came
I
up
like boob.
on. This was a topic that came up. I don't know if it was last show or it might have been like when we had the Derby Wife show going on. It's a raunchy environment as
It
far
is.
as women's roller derby. I said women's roller derby.
You did, but let me tell you something. When
Men's
you say
roller derby as
raunchy
well,
environment, and tell me
It's-
if I'm wrong. Women
Yeah,
are
we're-
way more raunchy
we're
than dudes. I'm
always-
sorry.
We're
Seriously.
raunchy. We're raunchy as fuck, man. Like
Don't do it around
Yeah.
the dudes.
Like we've got
true.
all kinds of stuff to talk about.
I don't know,
You
bro.
what
I mean, you've
I've
been
walked in on
talking about Creepy
conversations.
Taco this whole time. He's my derby husband, and you should see us like
So there
on
is-
and off
oh,
track, dude.
wait, hold on.
Way
Hold
to
on.
fucking love
segue
that
into
guy.
that.
Hold on. Okay,
No,
Quadzilla.
no.
Quadzilla. So
Yes.
so we had this conversation when we had our phone conversation a couple of weeks ago. Didn't I ask you if there was like a derby husband situation?
Right.
And you
Yeah.
said no.
Agreed.
I said not that I'm aware of.
Hell no.
Well, maybe Quad doesn't
Hell
have one, but Creepy Taco's,
no.
Creepy Taco's my man. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's definitely some bromances out there, but
Well,
No, he said derby
I mean-
husband.
Oh no, there's a lot of bromances.
I mean, I've been
I
talking
have
about
bromances
Quad
with
quite a
everybody
bit,
on
so.
my team, but me and Creepy Taco come back to each other every time.
no,
just to
no,
be
not
clear,
happening.
Quad and I do not have a bromance. No
You
matter
do
how much
not.
I
That's
talk
a
about
fucking
his
lie.
waxed
I know.
ass cheeks.
That's a fucking
I
lie.
sense something else going on with that.
Can I just mention
I
that?
have
That's an
a feeling-
outsider.
No, I have a feeling that El Toro has a derby crush on Quadzilla, but the feeling is not mutual.
That's the vibe I get.
Of course it's not mutual. Of course it's not mutual.
Can I
It's
just
that whole
mention-
in denial thing.
Can I just mention that I love how many freaking wardrobe
Just keep
changes
that.
that Coffin's had? He's had like 15 different shirts on.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
I'm speechless.
I was like,
I
we need to
wasn't
get
even
this
paying-
guy.
I got
wasn't
a,
even paying
room
attention.
I got a couple more.
Have you put them all on yet?
Like, it's just a black shirt. Whatever. It's just a black shirt.
No, he had a purple one on. Shout out to the
I
Flakers.
figured we were rolling into State Wars. It's like I'll put on the State Wars.
Dude, Quad, I wish
See
you
what
were
else I
in
got.
here with us. We're having so much fun. We're just sitting here kind of fucking around.
I know. I'm sorry.
So,
I gotta be here in Philly.
yeah.
Priorities,
Yeah.
man. Priorities.
Like a derby event is more important than this, right?
But I'm slanging these boots, man.
Yep.
So
Hell yeah.
we're gonna finish up that women's women's in MRDA. Oh, we're out of beer, man.
Okay.
I know.
We ran out
It
of
really
beer
sucks.
quick.
We've only got this
Hold
one
on
beer
one
sitting
second.
in front
Coffin
of me.
drank like 15 of that 18 pack.
I think he owes
Let's
you
not
guys a
even
case of
joke
beer.
around with that. So I mean, this is why he's had so many outfit
We're
changes.
trying to get ready for the promo after
I
the
know.
show, right?
So I want to. Are you guys able to give any information in regards to the game that you guys have coming up next weekend?
Yeah, just like I said earlier, check out our Facebook page and give us a message, and we'll give you all the details. We are playing locally in LA, and we are playing a team from Sydney, Australia. It's, Sydney Smash. They're playing at Sibling Rivalry this weekend. So
Who's on that Australian team over there?
Ooh, good question.
Do we
I
have
haven't done my
anybody
homework.
that is having
Thor.
a difficult time getting
Thor.
into the country right now?
You mean
What are you
Monkey?
saying, drunkie?
I don't know if Australia's on that list. So I mean, they're already at Sibling Rivalry, so
Yeah.
they should be fine getting to LA.
So, Monkey, right? Was he the one that was having a difficulty getting into the?
Grease Monkey.
Grease Monkey.
yeah.
He was having a difficulty getting into the country, right? There was an issue.
Right.
Is he on that team? Is he coming to play?
I don't think he's on that team.
Yeah. Well, there's a Facebook page and there is a GoFundMe to pay for some situations that he has going on, and we want to make sure
Right.
that he can get up to Oregon because that's where
Well,
he's
yeah,
trying
he's
to go.
supposed to be playing with Bridgetown with us.
Yeah.
Right? We got Lil Lethal. So I got to plug it real quick. Great Dame. She is the founder of Prison City Derby Dames. Her daughter is Lethal Injection. She was with Prison City. She's been playing roller derby since she was 8 years old. Like
Yeah.
she was playing with the big girls.
Yeah,
right?
last year at RollerCon, she was in the Decades of Derby bout.
Yeah, she is one of my little derby babies that I would like. I can't hit her, and then when she hit me, I went, fuck, yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
could
fucking hit you.
Yeah, so she's been playing roller derby for a while. She just moved up to Rose City. The LA Renegades is getting ready to go play against Rose City. That is a game I'm gonna go watch. I'm flying up there because I need to see that shit. It's a little derby baby, and it's LA Renegades, and I need to see that. So we need to, if you are in the area and you want to go watch that, that is in early September. So
Very
something
cool.
right around there. That's going to be a
Nice.
fun game because Rose City playing against the Renegades, and this goes back to the difference in between the two styles of derby. Rose City, they are so elegant.
Yeah.
The way that they play, they're very it's very strategic and it's very elegant. And then Renegade, because you got Happo over there, he teaches those girls to skate very haphazardly, I guess you could say. Like it's a very the beautiful chaos.
Yeah,
is what
totally.
They have
And I
over
totally-
there.
Is this a junior team?
No,
Oh,
this
no.
is an adult league. This is an adult league.
And
Yeah,
they're playing Wheels of Justice?
I don't know if it's Wheels
No,
of
What?
no,
Justice.
He's been
no.
drinking.
No.
He's been saying no. We got Rose City against LA Renegade, and it's a WFTA. It's
Yeah.
a WFTA rules.
It's the lower team.
Yeah, I don't know if
Right,
it's
but
gonna
you're
be
saying
Wheels of
Rose.
Justice
You're
though.
saying Rose City, but you're not saying if it's A
Oh
team,
no,
B
it's the
team, or a home
C
team.
it's the C team. It's the C team that they're playing. From my
Oh,
understanding,
okay.
I may be corrected. I've been drinking a lot
I
of
don't-
beer. You guys
Yeah.
have
I
been
don't know
saying
they have a
WFTA
C team,
a
but-
whole lot of times. I don't know.
I don't think
Um,
it's going to be Wheels of Justice though, because you
Yeah.
know LA Renegades are just
No.
coming up. They've
It's
only
not
been
Wheels of
playing the
Justice.
WFTA rule set for about a year, but
Okay.
I really commend on what they're doing. You know what I mean?
They sealed that C squad bout.
Yeah,
a couple
considering
weeks
they've been
ago.
playing, with the rule set for only a year, they went to a C squad bout.
Okay,
LA
got it.
Renegades.
Yeah.
Got it.
Last
They've
year,
been-
yeah, I played them.
I think I think they've been
2
playing
years. 2
WFTA
years.
rules for
Oh,
about
maybe-
2 years.
maybe
yeah.
2 years,
Two,
yeah.
maybe 3 years, something like that.
It's
yeah.
2 years. Yeah, 2
Okay.
years.
Got it.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game for me because, like I said, Rose City has this elegance to the way that they play, and Renegade has that beautiful chaos that happens, and it's just going to be the clash of the Titans when those two come up against each other.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun to watch too. I mean, really can't get enough of it.
All right, Quad. Well, I know
Cool.
we kept you on the phone a long time. I wasn't expecting you to stay on the phone for this long.
I'm just waiting for who's going to send me my check.
Hey, I'm waiting for that $50.
Hold on a second. I think we all have,
You
right?
need to talk to Amy Zahn over at Empire Skates.
We're the ones in the studio, bro. Where's ours?
I've had 3 pairs of antics. Aaron's at least 2 deep in there.
I have 4 actually.
So yeah,
Whoa, bro.
So I believe you've been paid.
Oh, I do
right.
want to talk about the fact real quick because I only had notes for like a 10-15 minute conversation, but you decided to stay on the phone with us for the whole time. Can somebody check the Power Jams page and make sure are we giving away a pair of toe stops yet? I don't know. I only got clearance if we made 400. No, we're only at 379.
We haven't allowed Andy
we
to
have
call in.
7 minutes. We have 7 minutes.
379. That's like 21 more.
Right. So
math.
I wanted to
You're good
ask
at
you,
math.
you have a line of skate bags coming out, right? Both the backpack and the roller
yeah.
bag.
Yep, I do.
They're back.
Yeah, and
He's like, yep, yep.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
That's
they're
the
back.
information I
They're
have.
No,
back.
just our backpacks that we've been out of for probably about a year, a little over a year that everybody's been, they've been really big on. We finally got them back in. We got the new redesigned backpack, like a messenger bag, roll top, and then the new roller bag. So it's got some extra features and a little bit larger size. So they are finally here and in your local derby shops.
Yeah, you can check
So
out
hurry
Empire
out and
Skate
get
Shop.
your new antique roller bag. And your
That's
Christmas
right,
backpack.
Quad. Welcome.
Let me get one of those messenger bags.
I know Amy Zahn's carrying those over at her shop. So if you're interested in one of those, the backpack I think is $79, and the roller bag is $109 or right around there, something like that. What is the difference between these bags and the other bags that are offered right now?
Ours are cool.
Agreed.
That's one of the greatest
He's like,
descriptions.
whatever.
I'm trying
Put
to
that on the
Ours
website.
look good, and they
Right.
carry lots of stuff. It's a backpack. It's a backpack. It just depends on what you like.
Well,
It's
one
got
of the
cool
questions-
stylings on it.
One of the questions I saw was, on the backpack, do the skates get carried on the inside or the outside? Because you kind of have that like mesh, the mesh on the outside of it.
You can carry them on the inside. They actually sit side by side, flat in the bottom of your, sitting upright in the bottom of the bag.
Nice.
Which we designed, and you can stuff all your pads and stuff in there, and your helmet and stuff. Or there's some utility straps on the outside, on the left and right side, that you can actually strap your skates on if you want to. And there's separate padded zip up like laptop pocket, and there's a little cargo net in the front. You can put like your wet gear or your helmet. There's all
that
kind of good
nasty,
stuff on there.
sweaty gear
Oh,
that
Dude, that's
just
pretty
like
cool though. It's like
awesome.
player's
ferments
choice.
on the inside of your bag. That
All I can say
That
is
sounds gnarly.
take my
it's
money.
So gross. It's so gross.
Yeah. So
It is
Sweaty,
gross.
nasty gear.
So I hate to bring this
We got-
up right now, but we've only got 4 minutes.
Yeah, we only have
4
4 minutes.
minutes.
Would you want to, because I'm sending Mike on a bear run,
Oh.
would you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to go for another half hour?
Oh my god! Really?
I'm down. I mean,
If you guys are up for it, I'm down. We can go another half hour.
We don't have anybody coming in after us.
Beer.
No,
Oh
no. there's-
Jesus! I don't know if people would
Well,
watch us
it's
for that.
it's midnight on my end.
Yeah,
and
I don't
I'm
Yeah,
think
getting
Quad's
up
ain't
to-
around.
Done zone.
Right.
Sorry,
Quad's
man.
done
No,
zone.
First of all, no one wants to listen to us 3 jackasses.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
good
not
to-
like anybody likes us, but if you're
They're
down
gonna
to
hang
stay,
up on us.
We'll probably just drink the beer in the parking lot.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
that's what we do anyway, right?
Very cool. All right.
Well, Quad, I want to say thank you. It has absolutely been my pleasure, and I appreciate you carving out some time for me to for you to come on to the show.
Don't worry, anytime for the homies.
You will be
what's up.
at RollerCon though, and in your assless chaps.
He will.
That's what these boys are hoping for.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Oh my god!
I'm totally not that way.
Yeah,
but
bro. Thanks for
But
hanging
with
out.
Quad,
For quad,
it's-
yeah.
It's one of those things where you could have a derby crush, and it's totally okay. And if Quad's your derby crush,
El Toro.
I do have a couple
I
of
just want my
girls that
50 back.
like I said, I do have a couple of girls that are quite interested in talking to you a little bit later. So we'll get to that later. But
Okay.
I do appreciate you calling
Behave
in
yourself.
and taking all of this time to talk to us. And we will
Cool.
definitely
Thanks for calling me.
when you are down here in SoCal, we're gonna make sure that we get you in here in studio so that you can see.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
dude. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. See you
Quad,
next
my
month.
brother. Talk to you later, man.
All right,
Cool, man.
We'll talk to you
Appreciate
later.
it, guys.
Thank you so
Great, man.
much.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Later, bud.
See ya.
So wait, we still need the beer song. I
Yeah.
mean,
No, we got 2 minutes for the beer song, but I have some
okay.
business I got to take care of.
Okay.
This weekend, the bouts that we have going on, I shared them on the Power Jams Roller Derby, Power Jams Talk Derby Radio page. Infinity versus Badfish. We got Foothill Foxy Flyers against the Central Coast Roller Derby. That's a home bout for the CCRD. And then on July 1st, we got Rough Diamond Rebels against the Mission City Roller Derby, Brawlin' Betties. That will be at the Earl Warren Showground in Santa Barbara. So if you are interested in any roller derby this weekend, you could check out the Power Jams page. The following weekend, there's going to be more derby, and we will make sure to share all of that. Again, if you're looking for a local roller derby and you want to go watch a bout this weekend, you could go to the EmpireSkateShop.com. You could click on your local roller derby, and all the bouts will be right there. If you want to talk to Amy, 909-294-6396. Big, huge thank you to everybody in studio. We got Ref, we got El Toro, we got Coffin Nailer.
Coffin Nailer.
Blaze kind of sat over here giving me a little estrogen love. She's like,
Even everything out of
Keeping the balance.
Yeah. I'm not used to this many boys in studio all at one time. So I do appreciate you guys. A big, huge shout out to Quadzilla for calling in.
Totally.
Normally our call-ins stay on the phone about 10, 15 minutes. He sat in here for the whole 2 hours. So unfortunately, we were not able to give away those gumball toe stops. I tried. I really tried. Maybe we'll do it next week.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Make sure to share the Power Jams Talk Derby Radio page with your friends and family. Make sure that they like that page. We will try to have a giveaway next week. We'll see what's happening. We have a pretty interesting show next week. We're going to talk about it's one of those another shitstorms that was happening. It was the conversation. There was
I
a
can smell the
blog.
fire from here.
Yeah, there was a blog written in regards to the bullying that went on at Bay Area Derby. Yeah. So the girl who wrote that, she will be calling in. And then there was also a girl who wrote a blog in retort to that. And so we're going to have both of those girls on the show to kind of talk about the differences of opinions, because that was the thing that I was seeing. Some girls were like, suck it up, buttercup. And other ones were like, I feel ya, So we're going to have those girls on the show, and we will see how that works out.
Hey, Raphael makes me hate myself.
Why is that? I love you,
It's
bro.
just the constant abuse.
So we're gonna play out to a beer song real quick here, because
Can I give a shout out to a couple people
real
before
quick.
we leave?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stockholm Cindy and San Fernando Valley Roller Derby, and of course our brothers from Drive By City Rollers. And if you guys are watching the live feed, the Flakers Coffin over there had on one of our jerseys.
Right?
LA Co-ed Roller Derby.
That's right. And thank you, Drunky, for having us on.
Yeah,
I know,
of course.
right?
Thank
This
you.
was super fun. I had a lot of fun with boys. What the fuck? I'm used to just having fun with girls. Here in studio.
Right.
Hello.
Hello. That's how I get my followers.
That's right. No, this has been an awesome time.
Yeah.
Well, I need to say thank you to Blaze. You guys. So let's do it real quick, because we have a couple of minutes, I guess.
Oh yeah.
You skate down at Winetown, right?
Yeah.
So what bouts do you have coming up?
Winetown actually plays tomorrow, and they're playing the. I actually don't remember.
On the spot.
I know, right?
Yeah, why
They're playing West Side Derby Knockouts tomorrow.
West Coast.
West
Derby
Coast.
West Coast.
Derby
West
not
Coast.
so
Yeah, West Coast
Ventura.
I'm
Derby
gonna get it
Knockouts.
wrong,
Yeah.
because they
Because
also
they're-
have another bout.
Yeah.
coming up.
Our coach doesn't skate for them.
Yeah, our coach skates for them.
Yes,
so
she
we got a little bit of confliction here.
Wait,
So-
your coach?
Our coach.
Our
Drive By
coach,
City
Drive By.
Rollers
Drive By
coach
Roller.
Yeah.
is coached by
Fucking
it.
confusing as shit.
Oh yeah.
It is.
So a Winetown coach coaches.
No,
No,
West
no.
Coast Derby Knockout skate.
Drive
okay.
Bys.
Drive
is
by
Drive
coach.
By
Okay.
coach.
Yes.
Yeah, her
I
name
was
is
like,
Knockers,
wait
and
a
we have
minute.
the same team numbers, so we can never be on the same team.
So you guys, so you have a female coach,
which is Knockers. He skates for West Coast Derby Knockouts.
Yep.
But then
She likes me
Hampa,
the best.
which is on your team.
On our team, he's
coaches
the coach
of
for
female.
LA Renegade.
Right.
Yep.
LA Renegade. Yep.
Wow.
And then my girlfriend Blaze plays for Winetown.
Right.
And then my girlfriend Stockholm plays for San Fernando Valley.
And then my husband, who doesn't do a goddamn thing for Derby, just sits at home and supplies my beer.
Hey,
That's important, right?
BNSF.
Yeah.
Hey, my wife,
Super-
Frau Naylor.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
she
and if-
makes fun of me constantly.
No, my husband, we call him Dollar Bill.
Nice.
Bill.
Bill.
Dollar Bill.
Dollar bill.
Just one.
Dollar bill, y'all.
That's
Just
all
that.
he's
Just
got.
that $1.
After having a wife that
Look
drinks
at
that much, he has $1.
Cream,
That's a
get
good
the
one. That's a
money.
good one. And also, San Fernando Valley actually has a triple header tomorrow. So if you're in the,
Nice.
you know, the Valley area, come check it out. It's going to be happening 5, I believe.
And watch the OMG.
The OMGs. It's actually pretty cool though. It's international roller derby. Baja Roller Derby's coming out from Ensenada,
right on.
Mexico. So
Cool.
come check them out. They're a really good team.
Wait, where are they from?
Ensenada, Mexico. It's Baja Roller Derby, and
Those bitches are badass.
yeah, they're so good.
Oh,
and I
they
totally want them to get their WFTDA because they're just
They
so
handed
good.
an ass whooping to Renegade when they played against them.
Oh yeah, West
Yeah.
Side Rollout. Yeah,
We were
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
yeah. That
they-
was our tournament. That was,
That's right.
Yeah, those chicks
And
are
hold on,
badass.
we won that shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So at West Side Rollout, it was Drive By City Rollers and Baja Roller Derby were the only 2 teams that went home undefeated. So
Yeah.
it was a fun weekend. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you to Amy and Tom over at Empire Skate Shop. I need to say thank you to East Valley Roller Derby. Without those two, I would not have this show whatsoever.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, those. We have another wardrobe change. Empire Skate Shop. So we're gonna play out some beer song because we ran out of beer. So
We love
now we
that
might as well sing some beer. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is Power Jams Talk Derby Radio on Chaotic Radio. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Randy.
Cold ones down here in the bottom. There's some cold ones way down here in the bottom.